That was WrestleMania 34, the most unimaginative piece of donkey shit I've ever seen. Wow. We're going to talk about this one. I feel sorry for anybody that bought a ticket to this. We're going to take your phone calls. We are going to talk about WrestleMania 34. The first thing you guys need to do is hit that sub button down below. Hit that bell. Don't miss out on my daily wrestling videos. We're coming to you live from my other channel, JCS Gaming, but make sure to subscribe to my real wrestling channel. I'm not able to go live from my real wrestling channel at the moment until July, so right now you guys are going to have to sub that as well so that you get my daily wrestling podcasts and videos over there on youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. That is where you want to subscribe to, so make sure you get over there and do it. And we will have the donations enabled tonight. I can already hear Kane's coming in right now. Roman Reigns is a crimson mess.
Hey, Joe.
Right now, he's a crimson goddamn mess. And we're going to talk about that. And a whole lot of other shit, too. Unbelievable. Unbelievably terrible in many ways. Good in some ways, terrible in other ways. I don't know how else to stretch it out for you. But, my God. My God. Jake DeMarco is here. What's up, Jake?
What's going on? I was joking. I was only joking.
About what?
About, imagine if Brock retained.
Oh, right.
I never in a million years
I
thought...
told you they might do it because Heyman was like saying, I'm leaving with the Universal Champion, which was making everybody think he would turn on Roman Reigns, which then he just ends up leaving with Brock. And you were all swerved.
Yeah. A lot of swerves tonight. A lot of things you didn't think that they were going to pull the trigger on. Some things they hesitated with.
Why is Roman a face?
I don't know.
Why is this fucking guy a face?
You know how I feel right now? I feel the exact same way when I left The Last Jedi.
Yes.
I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. There's so many confusing and conflicting emotions. I don't know what to make of this yet.
I can tell you what the emotions are. The emotions are you're fucking retards, WWE. You're fucking stupid as fuck. Okay, WWE? That is the fucking emotion. The emotion I have right now is WWE is dumb as fuck. We're live right here on my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/JCS Gaming. Get over here right now and watch the review. I'm uploading that. But no, seriously, bro. Like, this is what they are on. Why didn't Shinsuke Nakamura do this to AJ to build into this feud? Why didn't he turn heel within 2 weeks of Mania or something? Anything. Why did he turn heel at Mania after he loses again? I mean, I get it. He lost again, so maybe that's what does it. But why? What is this shit? Dude, this WrestleMania sucked tonight.
For every good thing they had, there was an even bigger monumental fuck-up.
It was... I didn't think they had... No, I disagree. I thought they had a bunch of fuck-ups and only like one or two good things.
That's what I'm trying to say, is that the bad outweighed the good. And it's unfortunate because there were some really good, heartfelt, nice moments, and the rest of it was just shit.
Yeah, there were nice little moments that happened, but that was about it. That's what I would describe it as. There were some nice fucking moments, but everything else was goddamn piss poor and ridiculous. This was absolutely fucking trash tonight.
The highlight of your night is a debuting UFC star, Ronda
Rousey. Who the hell would have thought that Ronda Rousey's match was going to be probably the best match of the night? Ronda Rousey's match was the best match of the night.
I foresaw her doing well, but best match, not at all.
I can't even believe it. That was the most exciting match I saw tonight. And, of course, Roman gets blood. Of course Roman gets blood. Gargano and Ciampa were in a fucking unfucking sanctioned match last night. Nobody bled in that match. Why didn't somebody bleed in the unsanctioned match? But, of course, Roman Reigns gets to bleed. This is the shit that we're fucking talking about, you stupid fucks!
Not only did he bleed, but he kicked out of how many F5s?
I'm going to get to kick out of 3 F5s because I'm Roman Reigns. I'm going to get to fucking bleed everywhere because I'm Roman Reigns. And they're helping him now to the back or something. He's limping to the back. I mean, Jesus Christ, was he cut open. That might have been one of the best things of the night was watching Roman just gushing blood. I was actually worried about him. But I'll tell you, they should have fucking turned him heel. Why didn't they
felt
turn
like they
this
started
guy
strong,
heel?
Minus the pre-show. You know, the actual Mania. They came in pretty hot. And it progressively felt like it was starting to get better, and then they dropped the floor out from underneath us.
Dude, how many main events is Roman going to be in? Dude, the crowd was chanting CM Punk. The crowd was chanting CM Punk.
This is awful. They're chanting delete. That's your main event. And there was 5 F5s, I believe, total. 5.
Dude,
he kicked out of, well, the 5th one ended him.
This
but 4
company's
F5s
on drugs.
Kicks out of.
This company is on drugs. I have no idea. I cannot believe that Charlotte and Asuka wasn't one of the best matches of the night. Now, it was all right, but it was rushed. It was like, you have this much time, that's it. And then Asuka taps out? Why the fuck did you have Asuka tap out? Why didn't you do something else? Asuka just taps out and loses to Charlotte. They love Charlotte, so we know the WWE loves Charlotte, right? That's number one. Yeah, that's right. We know that by the way, you can tweet out this live stream, Jake, if you want.
I did.
We know that WWE loves Charlotte. We know that WWE loves Roman. But what was this? You turned the other big guy into a teddy bear, brought a kid in the audience to win the championship. Granted, I thought that was nice of them. It was a very nice little moment. I thought if they were going to do that moment, they should have done it earlier in the night, like the second or third match. Why in the world was I watching the second to last match? Some kid coming from the audience. I was probably Make-A-Wish kid. It was a very nice moment for sure for him. But
yeah, I said as a parent, it was extremely sweet, and you know, you couldn't help but be, you know, empathetic towards that moment. You know, it tugged on your heartstrings. But when they made it the second to last match of the night, they made you feel like the surprise partner was going to be the biggest thing ever. You know, anybody could have taken that spot. Fucking Stone Cold could have came out by the way they built it up. We had 4 weeks of speculating, essentially, and build up to who Braun's partner was going to be, and you throw that all out the window.
And listen, I might be one of the only people. I expected Cena's match to go that way, so I liked it. I liked that The Undertaker came out. That was one of my more favorite parts of the night, was Undertaker came out, was a badass, said, you want me, Cena? And fucking here you got me. Boom, and I nailed you. I mean, that's what I expected to happen, so I liked the Cena-Undertaker thing. And I sort of liked Asuka and Charlotte's match, but it was rushed. It was ruined because they rushed them. They didn't get to have a classic match I thought they'd have. I pretty much won't go back and watch that. There was a cool Spanish Fly. There was a couple little things that were cool, but the match never got to flowing. Right as it was picking up, it ended. Right, just like Charlotte's match last year and the women's match the year before. As soon as it picked up, it ended. And Alexa Bliss versus Nia, I didn't give a shit. Everything was horrible except the Ronda Rousey was exciting to watch. What? This was.
I don't hate the fact that Asuka lost. I really don't. I wish we got more from the match. I'm one of the minor few here too. I you know, everyone thought I'd be the other way, but I'm glad the streak's over in one sense. Did they do it properly? No. But I'm thankful that it's gone because now hopefully this doesn't ruin her, you know, Goldberg-esque style.
No, I think this does ruin her.
I hope not. I hope they can advance on her you know, character that much
and then
more
for her
and put
to
a little more drama into her matches, because now you don't have to worry about her being undefeated at every turn and everything being predictable.
Yeah, but
now you can have a bit of drama and excitement to these matches. It's not she's going to win.
No, I don't know.
But with the way they handle it, you can't put any fucking faith into them. So then again,
I would have had her lose to Charlotte, face her again, Charlotte maybe win the belt back, and then she can go back to Raw, whatever they do. Because then you can believe it. Then it's like, wow, she defeated Charlotte. This is crazy. But then Charlotte comes back and wins, and you're like, oh, wow, Charlotte broke the streak and won her title back. That's crazy. Then I would have been happy. I'm not happy with this. Build her up, come to WrestleMania. And she could have lost tonight maybe if the match had been another 6 to 8 minutes long and they'd actually built to something. It felt like an empty match and an empty tap out, and it just felt like they just threw it all away and horse shit. I think it was a huge mistake. I thought it set a bad tone. At that moment, I started getting a bad feeling in my stomach. And the opening match was a good opening match a little bit. You know, Finn Balor comes out to... By the way, Finn Balor comes out, no demon. If he was going to do the gay pride thing, Leah said he should have gone Rainbow Demon. He should have gone fucking Rainbow Demon. By the
but
way,
he can't lose as the demon. That's what they build up.
Right,
so
exactly, yeah.
As soon as that happened, you knew he wasn't going to win.
WWE literally, like, I watched Twitter. People were so mad on Twitter that Finn Balor wasn't the demon. Like, they were so mad about it that they were blaming the gay people, like the gay pride people. Seriously, WWE somehow made gays heel to some of the... Like, I mean, how the fuck did that happen?
I'm laughing because it's true.
It's fucking hilarious. Twitter was blowing up with people like, fuck this gay pride. Like, they were so mad.
No, that just said gay demon would have been better, and that's...
Yeah.
Where else do you see or say that? Gay demon would have been...
And they could even, like, flamboyance up his music instead of... Dun, dun, dun. They could be like... Dun, 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 dun. He could have danced out there like a lollipop guy. But no,
then we had little person pancakes.
Well,
Ken was out there. At least
Ken was out there.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, dude. Mini Ken made it to Mania. Look at this. Look at this piece of shit. Look at that. He made it, bro. Look at that meatball. By the way, guys, if you're new right now and you're not used to my channel, we're live on my gaming channel right now on youtube.com/Joe Cronin JCS because my real channel with 55,000 subscribers, I'm not able to go live from it until July because YouTube is dumb. So make sure you guys go subscribe to my other channel, my wrestling channel, for daily wrestling videos, podcasts, updates, and more. YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you for being here. If you guys have a different opinion on things, that's cool. I'm giving you my opinion. You may not agree with what I have to say. That's cool. I'm not going to shit on you and shun you. Feel free to call the show tonight, 339-226-6610 if you're in the U.S. If you're outside the U.S. watching somewhere else, in India, in Australia, in New Zealand, in the U.K., Ireland, Canada, China, Japan, wherever you are, Danny Deadly, DANNYDADLY, for the Skype name, and we'll talk about it. We'll get you guys on here real quick. There's a donation coming in. Let's check out one of these donations real quick and see what's going on with you guys, if we can. $9 for a fuck. And we have Pyro back. That was one of the positive things. Was the Pyro?
Blow shit up.
$9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls
Lewis.
blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I'm probably in the minority, but I thought it was an okay mania.
Ugh.
But they dropped the ball on what could have been a stellar one. Some shocking moments that hit with me, some didn't.
Lewis, thank you.
NXT TakeOver was a million times better.
Yeah.
What a weird mania overall.
It was a weird mania. It didn't feel right. NXT TakeOver was easily a 9 out of 10. I'm giving this WrestleMania, I don't know, a 5 out of 10. Maybe a 5 out of 10 or a 4.
I don't know yet.
I don't know yet. We'll talk about it later. But I mean, right now, I'm not at a good score.
I'm so hesitant to say a number yet because I'm going to keep going back and forth on things. I have all night, and I'm not trying to sound like a flip-flop here, but I'm like, oh, I like this, but what the fuck? Oh, but I like this, but what the fuck? Like, my brain is going to ooze out of my goddamn ear. I'm all sorts of riled up, Joe. I'm telling you. I needed Roman to win, and that is asinine. I hate the words coming out of my mouth. I hate the fact that I'm saying that. But it's going to be what? Another year of no Universal title? Isn't Brock on his way out? Was this all a swerve and a plant with Dana White saying that he's going back to UFC?
Yeah, they were trying to, swerve us, get all this hate. I thought this might happen, but I am shocked, though, that he...
Yeah, I thought he was going to UFC.
Well, I don't know. He might still. I never really was sure about that. That's why I didn't really talk about him going to UFC a lot, because I never buy it. They say this every time. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Every year he's going back to UFC. This is the story 2 years ago, too. And he stayed here. Same thing happened. Go look it up. This is what they do. I think it's bullshit. I think they played along. I think Dana played along with them. He may still be going there. He may not be going there. They maybe wanted you to think he was going there. So far, 620 votes on Twitter, at Real Cronin on Twitter. 15% of you loved it. I question you people. 47% said it was okay. And 38% said it was horrible.
Now
So-
Nicholas will defend the tag titles more than Brock will, defend his title. I'm serious. I'm so disappointed about that. I was so
Why?
excited for a mystery partner. I wanted Dean, or even if it was freaking Ellsworth would have been. I get the point. I get the moment, but they should have done it beginning of the night or second match in. They should not have waited to the second to last match. They built up so much artificial hype for that. That was so disappointing. Like I said, as a parent, I get the moment. We don't necessarily know it's a Make-A-Wish child or anything, but still, it's sweet, it's endearing, yes, but it's heartbreaking for the real wrestling fans.
Yeah, just
the kid was shaking like a leaf. I thought it was funny, even cute at sometimes when he went to go tag in and he just stood there like shaking violently. Not that I would have been any different now at 30 going in the ring. I'd be freaking out too. But I would have preferred a much different outcome for that.
I really thought Cena was going to be sitting down when the Undertaker came out, and I think that would have been way better if he was in his seat and he stood up and he looked at the ramp and there comes the Undertaker. And then they showed the Undertaker in the ring staring down at Cena, and Cena ripped his shirt off and jumped over the wall. I thought that would have been better than him standing at the end of the ramp. I don't know why. I don't know. I just had this whole thing envisioned. But I liked what they did in a way. I guess it was an interesting story. It was kind of nice as far as that goes. And I thought Charlotte and Asuka was okay, but it wasn't long enough. So the first match was, Seth Rollins looked cool. He did the Game of Thrones thing, the White Walker thing, the whatever. That match happened. I'll never watch that match again. Charlotte and Asuka happened, and there was a couple cool moves, but they never got underway for a really good match. They got close, though. I kind of liked it. I definitely thought it was one of the better matches of the night. So at that point, Charlotte and Asuka was my favorite thing. And Asuka tapping out, it just seemed at the wrong time. It seemed weird. It didn't seem right to me, especially when she got on the microphone and said, Charlotte was ready for Asuka.
Yeah, that...
What the fuck?
That
fuck
was a no-fly.
Fuck you, WWE. Suck my dick. And by the way... Can you get it right that AJ Styles is the fucking WWE champion, not the Universal champion, not the fucking United States champion? Kevin Dunn, you fucking bucktooth fuck! You fucking idiot! You can't even get it right on the title screen that AJ Styles is the world champion! You beaver fucking faggot! Seriously, this is a fucking travesty. Is this some kind of rib on AJ Styles that his goddamn name is always going to be fucked up in the bottom? Fuck you, Kevin Dunn. And how many times did they jump cut right as a move was happening and you didn't see it happen? You stupid fucking idiots. This WrestleMania was a piece of shit. This WrestleMania was shit. I don't remember WrestleMania 27. I don't remember WrestleMania 28. I don't really remember WrestleMania 29. And I will never remember, really, this WrestleMania as well. I will not remember this WrestleMania. Charlotte versus Asuka, stupid tap out, streak goes thrown out the window, and then, I guess Charlotte was ready for me. Fuck you. Finn Balor with his fucking Fruit Loop pants instead of fucking coming out as the Demon. Fuck you! The Miz come out dressed like fucking Elton John. It was perfect matchup for Finn, I thought. And then fucking just what happened after that? Ronda Rousey, a UFC fighter, was the most entertaining thing in here. Stephanie, a mother of multiple kids, and Triple H, who got really no business being out there with Angle anymore. And they were the best match of the night? What the fuck was that? What was better than Triple H and fucking Kurt Angle? And fucking Rousey and Stephanie?
Nothing.
Nothing was better?
Absolutely nothing.
The match that we shit on for maybe being the main event. It should have been the main event.
It should have been.
It should have been the main event.
And people were shitting on it heavily still, saying, oh, well, it was so heavily scripted, and it's only because she rehearsed the flow of the match. That's good. I'm glad she rehearsed it. This is her first fucking match, and she killed it. Stephanie's not a wrestler.
Here, let me do it for you, WWE. Let me do it for you. This chocolate looks like shit. You wanted me to watch shit tonight? You wanted me to watch shit? This chocolate looks like shit, WWE. You see this? This looks like shit, doesn't it? You wanted me to watch shit. Oh, fucking smear the shit all over my fucking face. I'll fucking smear it all over my fucking face, WWE. Is that what you want? You want me to choke on shit? You want me to watch shit? You want me to eat shit? You want me to swallow shit? Well, I'm telling you something. You can feed me shit all night long at this WrestleMania, and I will tell you something, WWE. I am gonna do what you did to me. You fed me shit. Well, I'm gonna give you shit. Your WrestleMania was shit out of 10. How about that? Graphic boy can't get the world champion's name right. You fucking numbskull.
My mother just sent me the best quote from Twitter. She said, Asuka loses, Kevin and Sammy are still fired, Triple H tried to fight a woman, Nakamura went Kinshasa on AJ's nuts, Taker won in 2 minutes, Braun is now a kidnapper, Brock killed a man. What the hell did we just watch? It's fucking right. It is, you know?
Anything for you, Vince McMahon. Anything for you, Vince. Dude, I would rather watch fucking Brian James, the road dog himself, sing With My Baby Tonight while he rides a hobby horse naked around the Hall of Fame and diddles JBL's balls just as the moon is rising before the actual event starts. That's what I'd rather watch than this tonight. How come Nakamura and AJ Styles went into WrestleMania face on face, and you had Nakamura low blow AJ Styles in the balls at WrestleMania after having a subpar match compared to what we know they could have?
Couldn't have had the heel turn weeks ago.
So you get Tommaso Ciampa and you get Johnny Gargano the other night in an unsanctioned crazy fight that I thought needed some blood. I loved NXT, 9 out of 10. Best NXT takeover there has ever been, I believe. You could argue maybe top 3, but I think it was the best one. Tonight, in a match, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, we do get blood. Why do we get blood? Because Roman gets everything. Now, Brock gets everything too. But Brock Lesnar is a legend in the WWE at this point. He is a megastar, but Roman Reigns is not. Brock Lesnar equaled ratings. Roman Reigns does not, because the ratings are dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. If you don't believe me, look it up. If you love WWE now, that's great. Fact is, the ratings are dropping. Look at the facts. Look at the numbers. If you don't believe me, if you don't like that, then you just deny fucking facts. That's all you can do. I want this company to succeed. I want 7,000 people to be watching my review right now, but there's not 7,000 people watching my review right now because wrestling is in a downswing. Because this shit is abysmal butt-fucking piss trash that I wouldn't feed a fucking AIDS patient if they asked me to kill them on their dying deathbed. This sucks ass. Suck my dick, Vince. Suck my dick, you fucking retards. Why don't you go hire another fucking puppet announcer or some bitch with boobs who's from Hollywood who said she was a wrestling fan her whole life, who walks around WWE Access and doesn't even know most of the fucking monuments she's looking at, doesn't even know most of the wardrobes she's looking at, but she does know one thing, how to swallow Maria Menounos' pussy, okay? That's what she does know how to do. Oh, this is great! Oh, what's this? Oh, I got hired by WWE. Or why don't you go hire the last broadcaster, Sam Roberts, with his fucking curly sideshow hair, bob fucking haircut. Why don't you hire him and be like, hey man, I'll say anything you like. My show's not good enough on Sirius Satellite Radio, even though it's a multi-million-dollar company, so I have to start a YouTube show like all these other YouTubers who aren't radio personalities because I don't get paid enough on Sirius Satellite Radio to do a show over there because I don't get ratings. And I'm so bad that they actually hired Jim Norton to come on with me to provide some kind of entertainment on my show that sucks. And the only other way I can be good is if they get big megastars to come in here so I can interview them. Because if I didn't have big megastars sitting around me and access to WWE talent, then my show would kind of suck, wouldn't it? and if it wasn't for goddamn Jim Norton's bald-headed fuck, then that wouldn't be funny, and he wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be anything, and I wouldn't be nobody. And so I'm gonna partner with the WWE because I can say I work for Sirius Satellite Radio, so they'll give me interviews because I'm Sam Roberts. Well, guess what, Joe Villa in WWE Talent Headquarters, who won't let Joe Cronin interview WWE superstars? who won't get Joe Cronin a press pass? Hey, Joe Villa, suck my dick! Wrap that gold necklace around your face! Your company sucks! This sucked! Suck a dick! Go ahead, Jake. I need a fucking heart attack medicine.
Well, you know what? This reeks of the goddamn invasion angle all over again. It really feels like Vince had to say,
hey, Cos Carbone, you're a retard! Because if my show's retarded, why are you watching me then? Why are you in here watching me, you stupid fag? Why are you watching my show then? Why are you saying my show's retarded? If you don't like it, you can turn on another show that will say, that WrestleMania was so good. Did you see the blood on Roman Reigns' face? Oh my God! Jack me off! I'll jack you off! We'll jack each other off!
I'll jack you off. You jack me off. Fucking, it really did though. I'm gonna go back to it. It felt like the goddamn invasion angle. You know why? Because Vince had to stroke his ego once again with Charlotte and with AJ. They had to retain because those now are his champions. Those are his people. Yes, they came from elsewhere, but they're now, they're through and through WWE company men and women. And, you basically had both Japanese superstars who won their respective Rumbles lose. Why? Why both?
Because
I said before, I'm not okay with her losing the streak, but I'm not thrilled, but I'm glad it's over now in the hopes that they'll build to it. But I'm sure they'll fucking destroy her. I just didn't like the fact that she constantly had to fucking have this, crutch to lay on because it made her matches boring. But this wasn't the time. I'm just glad it's over. I hope they do something good from here. Maybe I'm just trying to be positive. I know it's a shit sandwich they made us swallow. I'm not being blind. I know it's not the right time.
Somebody said this was better than last year's WrestleMania. Please explain to me how this is better than last year's WrestleMania. Listen, I'm going to play a donation, and then I'm going to take phone call. I'm going to play a couple donations, and then I'm going to play take some phone calls. So you will be heard, 339-226-6610. And speaking of 10, he is
the perfect gimmick to kill.
Fuck Nicholas. It should have been Samoa Joe. They could have been an unstoppable team. Eventually implode and started a feud with each other for SummerSlam. Was that real blood or packet? Great start, but horror down slope 3/10.
I mean, I think Movado, thanks for the $10, Movado. I think it was real blood. I think he busted him open the same way he did Randy Orton. Unless he did get cut and I didn't realize it, but it was similar to the Randy Orton cut. Brock Lesnar knows how to bust you open with the elbow.
He knows how to safely, open people up. He did it to Orton.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I am so fucking dead, Joe. Can't believe Lesnar won but still don't give a fuck. Can't believe a woman that was undefeated for 900 days loses to a fucking tap out.
I'm surprised, man.
We have a fucking kid as tag champion. Like Ronda and Nakamura, fuck everything else.
Hey, Triple Gaming, thank you.
I'll take my dick out right now. I'm Sean.
Thank you, Triple Gaming, for that donation. And now, here he comes. He's the man of the hour, Seanzview.
Do you want to see
The crowd chanting CM Punk.
I will show you my
I still got my championship. I still got my title belt.
I'm Seanzview. Don't screw with me or else I'll show you my PV. Do you want to see my dick?
Do you want to see my dick?
Do you want to see my dick?
Seanzview did show his dick on YouTube once.
Nicholas and Bryan were the only good things about show. Making Roman lose for sympathy, aha, aha, ha, ha, ha. Vince bend over and take NXT's dick.
The Goon. Thank you, Goon, for dropping $13. And thank you guys to everybody who donates to the show. If there was ever a night to ask you to sign up to my Patreon, this is the night. Impact Wrestling did a co-stream on Twitch. They asked people to co-stream. So I did my co-stream, and apparently, you had to take the video on demand down. I didn't realize it uploaded on demand. Well, Impact Wrestling gave me a strike on Twitch, and took down my channel. I don't know if it's for 24 hours or longer. I'm not really sure yet. But the fact of the matter is this just happened on the Joe Cronin Show YouTube channel from YouTube botching some more bullshit. So we may be just going off YouTube soon at some point and just doing everything from Patreon and everything from my website, joecroninshow.net. So I would say tonight is the night to sign up on Patreon. If a couple thousand of you guys sign up, we get going. There's already 300 of you as patrons. We provide 8 to 9 hours of content a week, bonus content a week over on Patreon. For anybody who becomes a $5 a month patron. Even if you're a $2 a month patron, you get a bunch of shit. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin. Check it out. Sign up tonight. We'll do some shout-outs tonight for you. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And if you're new to the channel, hit the sub button down below. I don't exactly know what I'm talking about all the time. You guys might like WrestleMania. You might have different opinions tonight. I'd love to hear them. You're definitely welcome here. I'm not some tyrannical tyrant psychopath, although I appear to be. This is just my opinion, my review. You may feel different. You may have loved WrestleMania tonight. I don't know. I definitely did not. But now let's go to a man with the name of... Oh, by the way, if you want to donate live on the show tonight, the link is down in the description box under the Streamlabs link. There's no super chat right now because it hasn't been unlocked on this channel yet. But subscribe to youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show and subscribe to this channel, JCS Gaming. And now that I've plugged myself so much that I won't shit for a week, now let's invite Tommy NC 2010 onto the show.
Because you can check my Tommy NC 2010 gaming channel, where I did a whole entire stream of me watching.
I didn't ask you. I didn't say you didn't watch.
Just want to just let you know that I have evidence.
I would hope that you would have watched WrestleMania. I would hope that. I know you don't watch Raw, but I hope you watch it. So you watched all 7 hours of this WrestleMania, and what did you think, Tommy NC 2010?
I was absolutely horrified. I was just like, this was the crap that Vince McMahon is trying to serve up to us, and I was just horrified. I was just, they could have built better matches. I just felt like that, and the fact that Brock is still holding on to the title, and now he's going to drop the title and just be undefeated, I think it's ridiculous. I think it would have been better to build Roman, honestly, as the champion, and I think this is absolute ridiculous, and I think this WrestleMania was garbage, to be honest.
Oh, there you go. Even Tommy thought it was garbage. You couldn't even fool him, and usually sometimes he says Raw's good.
Yeah, and he didn't say lackluster or ups and downs, so you know he's legit.
I mean, well, it was lackluster.
There we go. Nope. Got to get that in, right?
This was not... the only thing that was good about this WrestleMania was the background. Like, they spent so much money, and hopefully they'll be putting Pyro back up. Now, they've wasted their money
they won't be.
on the set. You know, but the set was halfway decent.
There was only the reason why they got rid of Pyro all year was because of this set. So I don't think they're bringing back Pyro. They just had to do it. They had to do it at WrestleMania, but I think it's going to go away again.
Yeah, I'm sure we won't see it.
Didn't one year they actually caught their set on fire because they were using Pyro?
Yeah, they timed perhaps some Pyro 1 year. Tommy NC 2010.
It was either last year or the year before. Yeah, it was with The Undertaker.
Thank you, Tom. No, it was years ago. But Tommy, thank you very much. Maybe they did it last year too. Again, I don't even know. But let's take a call. Just Call Me Luke is on the phone. What's up, Luke?
I told you so. I'd warned everybody. I told everyone. I said NXT TakeOver is going to blow Mania out of the water. And what happened? NXT TakeOver blew Mania out of the water.
There is no way one of these matches did not beat that ladder match from NXT TakeOver.
None of them did. And you know what? I agree with you on everything as far as Mania not living up. Freaking the match order was just, it wasn't right. Like you said, Jake, freaking why did they not have Braun be like the second match?
Yeah, they blew their load way too
This
early.
was so
They killed the crowd at certain points. And I usually side with you, Luke, but you don't get to say I told you so because Joe and I both said last night that, you know, nothing would beat TakeOver, but we were still looking forward to moments and aspects of tonight. You are right, because nothing beat
the
it.
Cena squash match I enjoyed just because, you know, Taker came out. But if you're a true fan of Taker and you were just hoping, you were praying that biker gimmick would come back, knowing that Kid Rock was getting in the Hall of Fame, and that he could possibly perform the badass theme. That was a rumor going around, but that didn't happen. So they dropped the ball there. But I'm glad Taker came out, did his shtick, got his 5 minutes of glory. He looked great. He actually looked healthy, which
looked like he wasn't in pain this time.
Yes, that was a good sign. I think you guys are overlooking the actual fighting of the Intercontinental title match.
It was good.
That was a good match.
It was a great way to open the show. Got everybody white hot.
Oh, dude, just some of the spots in that match too. The frog splash to freaking save Balor from the figure 4. That was fantastic.
Yeah, the double coup de grace that the stomp. There was a lot of moments that was fantastic.
Yeah, they had a good opening match.
The Charlotte match was cut short. I think they cut that because they if you saw,
they always
Charlotte
cut her match.
No, I think it was cut because of injury.
Oh, because of her shortness of breath?
She was cut. I mean, it was a pretty good cut along her left arm, and that's part of the reason why she couldn't get the hold in. I think they might have cut.
She couldn't put any pressure on her left wrist, it looked like, at the end there. When she went for the figure 8, I have it up on my Twitter.
Really?
When she went and actually bridged the figure 8, she pushed her arm down. She had to hold up just on her right arm, and then she was holding her left arm, onto her right arm. Some people said that she might have sprained or broken her wrist. It looked like it kind of cut through, and other people said that it was just a bad,
they have done this match with her I think this is the 3rd time now, where it seems like she's in a match that just never gets going fully the right way. And by the way, Famous B from Lucha Underground, he just said he's having drinks with Taya Valkyrie. Who else is this? Ali, and here you go. Here's a little photo, everybody. It's
there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Marty the Moth is there, and Ali's there.
Since he didn't get to wrestle,
Taya,
evil bastards.
Yeah, and then there's Famous B, and I told them to make a video and shut us all out, but they're drinking, taking a picture. What's up, Famous B? Hope you had a good time.
One of the most egregious fuck-ups of the night, to me, was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos and New Day on the fucking SummerSlam kickoff show had a fantastic match, and they were fucked then. They were royally fucking screwed on the kickoff match, and they were better than almost anything on SummerSlam. Then we fast forward to Hell in a Cell, and they put on a fucking amazing match yet again. What happens? We see them have the rap battle. Then they have a street fight for the tag team titles on SmackDown. Again, amazing. We know they can deliver. Then we see their match at Fastlane, and it gets interrupted by the Bludgeon Brothers, and we're like, oh, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, this is going to be fantastic what these 3 teams can do. Luke Harper is one agile big man. He can move.
Eric Rowan,
but Eric Rowan isn't as great as Luke Harper, but the point is, they can fucking move. We know what the Wyatt family, they did previously. You look back at matches like them versus The Shield. They can deliver. So you put these 3 fucking teams together. I expected magic. And what did we get? They held the fucking black man down. We got 5 minutes and 50 fucking seconds of bullshit. Of absolute nonsense. We got some straight up power moves, and then they fucking ended it. It was less than 6 minutes.
I literally went to the bathroom, and the match was over.
They turned that into the piss break.
I knew it was going to be bad.
Matches, the fucking pillow matches, and the goddamn strip teases were longer than this bullshit.
I gotta be honest. Once the pancake guys came out, I actually didn't really watch the match. I knew it was going to be bad. Hey, just call me Luke. Thanks for the call, Luke. Good to hear from you, man. I love you, Luke. Thank you. I really got to move through the calls quick tonight. Lots of calls. The phone lines right now are just jammed. 757's on the phone.
Hey, how you doing, Joe?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What a fucking shit show tonight. This is the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen in my whole fucking life.
Wow, man. Holy shit. I mean, it's not worse than, well, I don't know. It's up there. I might even like WrestleMania 11 better because of Shawn Michaels and Diesel. Like, I don't know.
I'm saying everything they did right tonight, they fucked up 10 times worse. Oscar tapping out was bullshit. Goddamn fucking, Nakamura had the best fucking interest of his fucking life as an actual rock star. You call him the fucking artist, and then you fucking do a dumbass heel turn.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why they didn't turn him before this, but You know, they wanted
That heel
the
turn
crowd to
should've
be
came
even.
The SmackDown after the Rumble. That's when it should have happened. Immediately, they should have or the weekend after, you know, the SmackDown after that. First week, you lay out the challenge. The week after, you fucking hit him in the nuts after they teamed up together. It should have happened. The face versus face angle didn't work. Everybody was so overhyped for this match that anything that happened probably couldn't deliver what we were expecting. We were truly expecting a 6-star fucking instant classic, and they didn't get anywhere close to that. They had some good moments in the match, but the crowd was bored out of their minds for the first half because they were waiting to be wowed. And then by the time the ending came, no one knew what to think of it.
Hey, Ken, how you doing? What's up, buddy? Hey, Joey. Yeah, it was just... yeah, dude, it wasn't good. What would you give it on a... what's your worst WrestleMania besides this one, then?
The worst one for me?
Yeah.
Probably WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. I would say WrestleMania 11, WrestleMania 2000, and yeah, this one, you know, this is another one this is going to go into obscurity for me. I'm not going to really remember much about this. I'm going to think like, dude, I really believe last year was definitely better than this. I don't think that, I don't know how some people were saying that last year, this was better than last year. I didn't love last year that much, but it was pretty good. I was entertained tonight. Yes, I did enjoy some things of it, but it just, there was too many bad choices that outweighed any of the good, you know, that they could have, you know, tried to deliver. Okay, I'll give you my so like the Ronda Rousey stuff, like that was my favorite thing. Number 1. Number 2 for me would be probably the John Cena Undertaker stuff. And then they kept kayfabe alive. He had to summon his ring gear. You know, he brought it into the ring. It was a nice touch and nod to last year, and then he summoned it back. It disappears. I wish John was sitting down. You are right about that much. It was odd seeing him on the ramp. And I love the swerve with Elias. The lights go out, everything goes dark. Yeah, and it's Elias. And then Elias, you know, it was nice not having him in the Battle Royal either. So at least we got that moment with Elias. He really got heat from fans. I don't know what to tell you, man. These people want Roman Reigns to go heel. Like, that's all I can say is, like, they want him to go heel. They want to throw stuff in the ring, almost. Like, and they just went, there's Lesnar. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered who won. We would have been complaining about it no matter what. Because as far as I'm concerned, I didn't give a shit about the main event. And let's play a donation. Oh, this will be a sub. Hey, Neil McLaughlin, man. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Make sure you guys sub to the Joe Cronin Show on YouTube, my real channel, and this right now is the channel that I have to go live from because YouTube took away the live streaming until July 2nd. So, oh well, I guess fuck me for trying to make a living. Here comes Paige's butt plug. Oh, God.
$9 for a fox.
By the way, we will talk about those fucking Paige promos. Hello, what I'm going to show you now is a preview for my movie. But you notice in the beginning that somebody fucked up on the edit because she starts off like this. Yeah. Yeah, you can almost slightly hear someone say "go." It's bizarre, like, dude. I'm here to show you, like it's like someone forgot to edit out the intro.
Yay, Pyro.
You know? Hey, Paige's butt plug. Thank you for saying "Yay, Pyro." We got Pyro back. Look at that Pyro for Lesnar exploding. You know, this was almost predicted last night when we did the 2K simulation of John Cena and Undertaker. What the fuck?
Charlotte's booking is at Roman levels of annoying. Ronda was impressive. I feel bad Shinsuke and AJ Styles. Roman Brock deserved to be shit on. Vince McMahon retire bitch. Overall 4/10 back to not watching this shit. Fuck Charlotte.
Monday Nitro, thank you. I actually like Charlotte, Monday Nitro. I really do. I like Charlotte. Thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum, by the way, Monday. I like Charlotte. I just don't like what they did in the match. It was a pretty decent match, and I thought it could have been. I wanted to come out of this saying that Charlotte and Asuka tore the house down. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that, like, oh, you know, that was the number 2 or 3 match of the night, and at least 3 matches were really good. And instead, I will never, ever watch AJ vs. Shinsuke again. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I will never watch any of this again. I might, maybe, watch the Undertaker, maybe. I'll watch Roman get busted open.
H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A-H-A. I will be watching this Monday and Tuesday shows for the call-ups and wed for NXT, but that's it. I'm done with WWE for a while. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, this was bad. P.A. the Baker, thank you for the donation of $7. If you guys want to donate, the donation amounts are at the bottom of the description on this video, so you can go all the way to the bottom, see what they all are, see what you can donate. This WrestleMania deeply needed like some sort of crazy ending, like where Heyman turned or something, because what's there to watch going forward, really? It's stupid.
Someone just took Roman's bloody head and edited it into a woman giving birth with it. And it is
God.
Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole.
Just want to watch me beat up Grimm again. It's Trey. What's up, Trey?
Fuck Roman Reigns in WWE. You have two of the best wrestlers in the world, AJ and Shinsuke. And you can't put on a classic. And did you hear the ref say armband go law 5/10?
Yeah. Trey, thank you, Trey, for the donation, man. I appreciate that. The phone lines are jammed. Wasi Red, what's up? We got Grimm's. Congratulations to Grimm on the 1 million subs. Appreciate all the stuff we did with him last week. It was a lot of fun. He sent me a video just now, and I'm looking at the video, and I don't exactly know what it means. Thank you for subbing to the channel. And we will take as many phone calls as we can into the deep and dark night.
Absolutely. We're going all night, baby. Now, what about the Women's Rumble? The first ever. I think the fucking Rumble at 25 with Santino Marella becoming Santina was better. This was ridiculous. They give Becky Lynch her entrance, and they put her in the back the entire time. I thought that was kind of a clue in that she would win, but the whole thing with Sasha and Bayley went nowhere, I feel. They're going to extend the feud even further. And Naomi, was that a botch or what? That they were, oh, she's still in the ring. Like, oh, Bayley won. And then, oh, no, she didn't. Seemed like a fuck up.
I'll never remember that again either.
Total travesty to the women's division.
The coach equals shit. Oh, my God. He's selling his own t-shirt.
I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Suck in, swallow, and suck it.
4 out of 10. Undertaker part was lame. I lost it when Coach said this was the best Mania moment Rollins ever had.
Shit.
Brock Lesnar's champ. Love your show, Joe.
Hey, thank you so much. That was a quick one, but a nice one. Thank you, the coach.
Look, I don't really give a rat's ass, but Roman lost. He's so trash.
I think he is trash. Perhaps now does this mean they're building up somebody else and they've quit on Roman again, or what the fuck does this mean? Sasha's Mouthblood, thank you so much. Why did they have Roman go to WrestleMania and not win? I am confused. Not many people enjoy Brock Lesnar anymore. Not many people enjoy Roman anymore, or have ever. And yet they're in the main event together. The main event is the U.S. title. Is the United States Championship. Is the Universal Championship. I don't fucking know because they keep putting the graphics on AJ Styles that he's the Universal and U.S. title. So I don't know what titles are what. I'm sorry, I don't know what the titles are because Kevin Dunn in the truck can't fucking label something the right way with whoever fucking help he has. Who the fuck is running that truck? Monica's on the phone. What's up, Monica?
The only thing I can really say about tonight is that it was unpredictable. Because there were so many things that happened
You're right.
I wasn't expecting, like win-wise.
Yeah, fuck my predictions.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have predicted that Asuka would tap out like a lame idiot and then say that nobody's ready for Charlotte. And then I wouldn't
That was the match I was looking forward to.
Me too.
The most.
I couldn't wait to see that.
And I was
Charlotte's
so excited,
entrance was great.
Then,
I was pumped up.
I know. And then the ending happened and I just it was like when the Undertaker lost, I just sat there and I'm like, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like, Charlotte's had her time how many times? Not just at Mania, but I don't understand how you can take a streak like Asuka had and make her tap. I don't know. it's wild to me.
New Orleans is the place streaks go to die. Everybody kept saying it. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to,
Obviously.
if you're talking about surprises, yeah, I'm surprised that Asuka turned out to be an idiot. I'm surprised that, you know, what else am I surprised about? I'm not surprised by anything else, am I? I'm surprised that Nakamura turned heel all of a sudden now, and I'm surprised that AJ Styles and Nakamura had a terrible match. I'm surprised about that. And I'm surprised that Ronda Rousey was actually the most entertaining thing about the show. And if you ask me, all those surprises are fucking terrible.
After Asuka lost, I was in just like a fit, and I was like, I hope Jinder Mahal wins the United States title. And I'm like, you know what? And I told, because I had, friends and family over, and I was like, you know what? And I hope he pins Rusev just to piss everyone off. And that's what happened. And I was like, good. Fuck you.
That was, and I didn't even care. That match, I just laughed. I just went, and I literally laughed because I knew.
Because that's the only thing you can do when just bad things keep happening. You're like, well, I need to laugh or else I'm gonna kill myself. So
yeah. We gotta be careful with that, or the SJWs will get us.
Yeah, really.
They'll lock us up. But no, it was bullshit. It was right now. Their mothers do. No, it was terrible and it was awful.
Wait.
I mean, we had Matt Hardy getting the extended help from Bray Wyatt, which was kind of odd. I mean, okay, all right, going to be the new type of Brother Nero, but he wasn't repackaged. It's still Bray. He still came in, with the same intro that he always does. Cedric Alexander's match was good. I like the cruiserweights. They did a really good job.
A little
Mustafa
short.
Ali.
I thought that was a little short too, but it was good.
It was good. I expected it to be exactly that length. I didn't think we'd get much more than that. But I was satisfied with what we got there.
By the way, someone said Charlotte was boring. I don't think so. She did a Spanish fly. She took a suplex off the side of the apron. I thought they did a lot of cool setup moves that were getting me into the match more and more. I just think they were missing another. There was like 3 to 6 more minutes missing. And then it could have been really good. And then I would have been fine if Asuka tapped out, but the part when then she grabbed the mic and then said like, I wasn't ready for Charlotte, or Charlotte was ready for Asuka, that part made me cringe. That was terrible.
Yeah, the moonsault into the triangle choke on the way down, that was cool before she could lock it in. There were some decent moments. But like you said, it was 13 minutes long. They needed about another 6-7 minutes for sure. It definitely seems like, from what I'm reading, that she was being evaluated for injury after the fact.
Maybe they did cut it short.
It's not confirmed, but you can see on, like I said, the part that I captured on my Twitter, she can't put any weight down on her left hand when she goes and she's doing the figure 8 when she's locking it in. When she puts the bridge down, she gets the weight. You can see her kind of wince, and then she puts her arm on her other arm. So,
if Asuka just hadn't said that Charlotte was ready for Asuka. And maybe if Asuka, if that was the opening match, I might have liked it a little better. But I did like it. I still thought it was a good match. I wanted an 8 out of 10, and I think I got a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10.
And then John Cena's bathroom break interrupted the flow of it. You have Charlotte walking up the ramp, still celebrating, and then John Cena gets told by the referee that he left his car and it's getting towed. John runs to the back.
That I didn't mind. Because I felt like, okay, well, the moment had been way over already. I would have rather them cut to it almost right away, like Charlotte celebrating, and then she leaves, and then they cut to that, rather than the Asuka thing. They gave it a lot of time when they did that. I thought that was a good cut. I thought that was, like, I was kind of in shock about, like, what the hell just happened? And then all of a sudden, whoa, Cena's getting word, now he's running to the back. I thought that was okay. I thought that kept pace going. But I still would have rather him just sit there and maybe the Undertaker show up, but I don't know. What they did was pretty good, though. I mean, the Cena Undertaker thing was one of the better things of the show. And
after he beat up Elias, he should have just went back to his seat.
That's
right.
That's what I thought.
I was curious how they were going to get him in his ring gear. That was what I was wondering, honestly, because you saw him sitting there as a fan, and
yeah,
him running up the ramp. everybody memed the hell out of that, which was great, pretty quick. That was trending on Twitter faster than WrestleMania itself.
Yeah, they were like, when you left the oven on, when you're...
Yeah, when, your girl texts you, her parents aren't home. Even I said, when you don't want to wait in the bathroom line. It's like, it's just him scooting his ass up there. But
Monica,
I didn't hate that moment. I just didn't like the fact that they
actually
interrupted the celebration.
I actually enjoyed, Joe, your back and forth with Ken on Twitter more than a lot of the matches tonight. When you're saying the little
Munchkin?
little midget looked like the little, yeah.
Because you look
Your little
like...
back and forth your little back and forth you had with Ken was more entertaining than
That's not
some
good.
of the matches tonight.
That's so bad. It looks like him if he was like a little more anorexic. I mean, then he said, "Oh, well, that's your facial hair, Joe." And then I said, "Well, I don't have a beard, or whatever." But yeah, no, I just think that looks more like him. He's got those big gums. Like, I don't quite have that. Monica, I love you, Monica. I'm gonna let you go. Anything else you want to say?
All right. No, that's it. Have a good night, guys.
All right, bye, Monica. Thank you. Happy
Thank you,
WrestleMania,
Monica.
See you tomorrow night on Raw for hell. At least Raw might be fun because the crowd will be. See, how pathetic is it going to be that tomorrow night might be exciting just because of the fans yelling? Like, that's how terrible Raw has been. And SmackDown hasn't been good either. This is just. I'm actually like I'm getting like I go from very excited to angry. And now I'm gonna start moving into that depression mode, is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go into fucking depression mode. Real quick, let's take one more call, then we'll get back to the donations, and I'll talk a little bit about some Mania news that we got and some other things here. 616 is on the phone. What's up, 616?
WrestleMania was awesome, Joe.
Oh yeah, what was good about it?
Roman Reigns bleeding, just because we don't need a 50-minute, an hour Nakamura AJ Styles match. No one wants that.
No, you didn't get it.
I love the product.
I'm sure you
What's
do.
that?
I'm sure you do.
No, I didn't want that.
Wait.
I wanted Roman Reigns to go on top. He did not go on top.
So you're
he's gonna
mad?
win the title tomorrow.
You gonna win the belt tomorrow on Raw?
Yeah, he will.
I mean, he might. Yeah, it's very weird what happened tonight, I thought. Very strange. Did you like the blood because it reminded you of your mother's vagina bleeding down her leg when she had her period?
Not really. It reminded me more of Jake DeMarco's bleeding through his ass because he will kiss your ass because he's too afraid to get in your face. Unlike me, I will get in your face. WrestleMania was an awesome event.
What was awesome
Joe
about it?
versus Troll. That should be your new show. Joe versus Troll. I'm the Troll. You're Joe. Let's bring it.
Well, at least you got Roman bloodied. At least you got that because you like that, so that was good. Gotta get better trolls. How about Joe versus better trolls?
Well, this is just a warm-up.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Gotta clean out my ass
Gotta get
first.
better trolls. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to my real YouTube show, Joe Cronin Show. And D Moon is calling. Holy shit, I'll put D Moon on right now. He's a donator. We gotta put him on. We're gonna check the Patreon, see if anybody signed up to be a new patron. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. D Moon. What's up, Moon?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, brother?
Fucking depressed. That's how I'm doing.
You're depressed?
Don't do it. We need you.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, we need your wallet.
No, I need you in my life.
Fucking guy.
Oh,
No, real quick. So I'm lost. I thought Brock Lesnar was done with WWE.
I thought so too.
I never said that.
No,
Well,
you didn't, but I certainly did. I was touting that left and right. Dana White said it, and they had said it before. They had done this before, like you said, but this truly seemed, almost inevitable that he was fed up. He wanted to be done with it, and that's all there was to it.
So where do you guys think he goes from there, or what do you think they do from there?
I really don't know. That's what I'm baffled about. Who else are they going to have face him? Is he going to relinquish the title? Is he going to... because no one could beat Roman, and if Roman can't beat Brock, then who else is there? I don't know who posted it before, but they said, I figured out why the Universal title belt is red. It only shows up once a month, and when it does, nobody wants it. And that's the truth. This kid Nicholas is going to defend his tag title more than Brock ever will.
Yeah.
Braun kidnapped that poor kid. I thought it was a girl, not going to lie, but okay. Granted, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all with this. I want Brock gone. Can't stand him on a personal level. I never enjoyed anything that he did. I was hoping that Roman Brock gave us what we got last year with Brock and Goldberg. I wanted a quick, less than 5-minute, just total fuck fest where they hit everything but the kitchen sink in 3-4 minutes tops. Roman wins. Everybody walks out booing, but it's over. I'm glad we got a little bit of blood, but like we said, of course Roman gets blood. You know, as much as you're happy to see Roman get busted open, I still thought he was going to kick out at that last F5.
Just think about this, everybody. Who can swear? John Cena, The Rock, Brock, right? Who can swear in the WWE? Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, okay? Goldberg maybe too if they want. But who else can swear? Maybe Vince McMahon. Nobody else. But Roman can. Can anybody bleed? Can anybody bleed anywhere really for the most part unless it's Brock Lesnar being able to get blood? No. But Roman can. And Roman can swear, Roman can do all this stuff. But all these other guys are guys that have been around when the WWE ratings actually were at a 6 million, 7 million, or 8 million weekly viewed show. Roman has never been around when the WWE is getting 6 million viewers or 7 million viewers on a weekly Raw show. But yet they give him that privilege. In fact, Roman is here during a time when the ratings are sinking. The WWE used to listen to the audience. They don't listen at all, it seems. If you get over, they suppress you down. Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger, suppress them down. The deletion stuff, I don't know, maybe they're giving Matt Hardy something, finally they're seeing it, I don't know, maybe, because of his tenure. Rusev Day, he was about to leave the company. It wasn't until he threatened that they threw him in a match. So, I mean, and then on and on and on with people. Zack Ryder in the past when he was popular. Dolph Ziggler when he was popular. He missed the boat. They all missed the boat. Cody Rhodes confirmed for us that they suppressed his matches and some of his creative ideas because they were worried it would fuck up Roman. Just this, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to tell you anymore. They suck. Raw sucks. And that's all there is to it. If you're out there and you disagree with me, I don't care if you disagree with me because 2 + 2 = 2, right? For you. Is that what you want to go around saying? Oh, 2 + 2 = 2. 2 + 2 = 2. Well, I'm sorry. If you get a calculator out and you type in 2 + 2, it actually equals 4. Just like if you type in WWE ratings, they equal dropping. More than ever. Dropping. But anyway, what else is up, D-Moon? Anything else you want to say?
All I'm going to say is that, like, the entire weekend I was telling my girlfriend that I was really excited about Nakamura and AJ, and I was telling her, oh, you know, you should come watch it with me and stuff like that. You know, she gets here, and, like, the match ends, and she's like, that's what you were excited about? I'm like, fuck.
I can't believe I owe you a blow. No, never mind. Yeah, exactly.
I will never watch the Brock and Roman thing again, other than maybe to watch him bleed because it looked crazy. But it was terrible. Stone Cold Steve Austin bled like that at WrestleMania 13, but his and Bret Hart's match was fucking awesome. This was abysmal tonight. It was an abysmal show. Try to tell me what match was good. Ronda Rousey was exciting. I enjoyed the Ronda Rousey Triple H match with Kurt Angle. How the hell was that the best match of the night?
Yeah.
Was that your bet? Maybe people
they
are different.
told a great story with that match. That, you know, the flow was nice. How did you like it, D-Moon?
No, that was probably my favorite match. I was gonna say the triple threat was pretty cool too, but
it was good. It was just because it was opening match. It didn't quite get you yet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, the Ronda Rousey match was probably the best match of the night, which is really, really sad.
Thank you to Bobby A, who just became a patron, $2 patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you, Bobby, for supporting the show over there. And everybody who's donating tonight, we'll get your donations in as well. Well, D-Moon, I'm going to move on, man. I mean, just so many people calling. But thanks, man. Sorry, that night, I feel like we're all just fucking let down. That was just... I'm going to go watch NXT TakeOver again. Watch that ladder match.
It's terrible when you brag to somebody and like, can't wait till you see this. This is going to be great. And then they see it and it's like, oh, you just showed them Justice League.
I almost started... I was about to tweet out, we're about to see what we've been... I did tweet out, we've been waiting for this forever, years. I was about to tweet out, we've been waiting for this match for years, and AJ Styles is about to walk out with the same belt that represents Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, like in the names of people that have carried this belt. And then all of a sudden I saw AJ come out and it said
Universal Championship.
Universal Champion.
Yeah, Universal Champion.
And I forgot about doing that, and then the match happened.
It sets you off.
Great entrances. But, and you know, the people are like, I told you so. Nakamura sucks. Yeah, he sucks in WWE, but he didn't suck in NXT, and he didn't suck in Japan. There's only one correlation here. The WWE main roster sucks dick. The roster.
Same way I feel about Finn Balor, Joe.
Yeah, Finn Balor's a boring lump of shit. I hope Finn Balor gets a...
Same way I feel.
I hope Finn Balor's new gimmick is fucking a boy fucking in the fucking back. Bring out a fucking guy out in the back. You fucking motherfucker.
Flog him right on stage.
Yeah, just bring out a fucking bring out a boyfriend. I want Finn Balor.
My demon? I'll give you my demon.
Give
the Pat Patterson approach.
Yes, give Finn Balor a boyfriend. Give Finn Balor a boyfriend. Go ahead and bring him out there. Forget the demon. Forget the Bullet Club. Just have him come out there and have him marry a guy. Have him marry a dude to get the pride over for everybody. Fucking come on out there and just
I once tagged with the cleaner. Now I'm the comer.
This is my boyfriend Todd, and me and Todd are getting married tomorrow. And then just come on out there, fuck the demon, fuck the Bullet Club. That's done. Cookie cutter fucking repertoire that he has in the ring. Fuck that. Seth Rollins is put him in Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? I mean, what the fucking God of Christ? What was this? Anyway, thank you, D Moon. Let's move on to OK Fade, man. What the fuck? OK Fade.
Connor, really quick, I just want to let Joe know if 224 is calling Joe and Dirty was there live, wanted to get their feedback as well. So
I'll try to put you on 224. Try to call back. What's up, Connor?
Sorry, Connor.
No, it's all right. I won't take up too much time. I'm sure you guys are getting inflated like fucking crazy, but yeah, this is just like a big like fucking sigh of disappointment in a lot of ways. Like Jesus.
Somebody check on Mustang Man. He might be dead. He might be dead right now.
By the way, this was just tweeted out from Kayfabe News. Nicholas suspended after testing positive for Flintstones chewable vitamins.
I saw that. Oh, that was funny.
That was great. 31st wellness policy violation.
That was a nice fucking little moment. It's just like that should have been like the second thing of the night or third thing or something. It was too late to do that.
Even the pre-show, they built that up way too strong. They made everyone feel like, especially with all the news about The Rock and Elias having their moment, and then that didn't happen. You're like, oh, well, The Rock was cleared with insurance. Like, it's our fault. We overhype things. Yeah, but they also built it up as well.
I already see someone in the chat. Nope, just because Finn has ties with the LGBT community doesn't mean he's gay. Did I say that? Did I say Finn Balor is gay? I said they were going for a gay character. So they'll have Finn come out and make out with a guy, and he could make love with a guy, and he could become a gay character. I didn't say that Finn Balor himself is gay. By the way,
he'll be the Demon Queen.
There was a lot of people on Twitter saying that. That prompted me to make the joke that somehow WWE turned the fucking LGBTQ heel. Like, because people were so mad, dude. They were pissed. They were like, we wanted the Demon, and he comes out here with the gay thing. Now, I don't care. I like the gay pride stuff. I think that's cool. But it just seemed weird for him, and I went, it's kind of weird, but... And lots of people always, maybe he's doing it because lots of people always say that he's gay. So maybe he's like, I'm not gay, but fuck that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to rep it. I get that, I guess. But this isn't going to help help that weird criticism that he gets for that. Even though he's dating Kathleen Kennedy or whatever her name is. Kathleen, whatever. She sucks. Who cares what her name is? But, I don't know. But my point is they wanted, these people on Twitter and these hardcore fans, they wanted the Balor Club, or they wanted the Demon. They wanted the Demon. Dude, these guys on Twitter wanted and I didn't care because we already thought it probably wasn't happening. But these people wanted the Demon so bad that you actually pissed people off. Now, they may be people that don't like gay people anyway, but even if they weren't, they were crapping all over it, man. And somehow the WWE, at least to a portion of the fans on Twitter, turned gay pride heel. Somehow they fucking did it. I don't know how, but it happened. I was watching the Twitter feeds. It was fucking insane, and it was crazy. Anyway, who cares? That match was forgettable. It was okay, but whatever. Let's get Connor's take, and we'll play some donations in a minute. But let's get Connor's take on WrestleMania, Connor.
It was a big letdown. Kind of what Jake was saying earlier in terms of just there was so much hype and so much build for a good chunk of this shit. We talked about this out of nowhere. Like, it was on paper, the card was like, there's no way they could fuck this up. There's no way, even in like the worst scenarios, they could do they fucked up here. The question I want to ask you guys, because I just obviously chopped in. I thought that what do you guys think of the Charlotte Asuka match? I actually enjoyed the match itself, but a lot of people were shitting on the finish.
Yeah, the finish let me way down. I thought the match was a little short. I thought it could have been... I wanted it to be a little longer. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for that epic women's match at WrestleMania. Now, I will say, I think this was the best women's WrestleMania match.
Agreed.
In a while, in a long time, ever. But I still think that they didn't quite hit the tone I wanted. They were getting there. They were almost there. And I think they really would have won the crowd with a few more things. And dare I see, I know that people are going to think I'm like blood hungry. But I would have been really cool if they did something on the outside through a table, and then they got in the ring and they worked a few more minutes, and then maybe one of them even got cut, and they were really telling this fucking just... Because these two should have beat the shit out of each other. This was an undefeated Asuka versus like the queen of the WWE, Charlotte. And I liked the match. I liked it. I would have loved it if they did a little bit more. And they could have gotten there, I thought, and they didn't. Like a slingshot into the steel pole on the outside, a clothesline into the crowd on the outside, a back body drop reversal onto the steel ramp. Throw her back in the ring. They're fighting on the side. Just a couple things that we hadn't seen too. Just really, if they had added a few more of those things and little pace things at the end, and they just tore it apart. And then when Charlotte actually gets Asuka to tap, they had, they hugged at the end and like lifted up her hand, and then Asuka left the ring. I would have been loving that. We didn't quite get that. We got cut a little bit short, maybe because Charlotte's injured. I don't know. Cut a little bit short, and then Asuka saying, "You were ready for Asuka," and that just threw me all off. I hated it. And so the ending, and then the fact that I think it was 3 to 5 minutes, maybe more, 6 or 8 minutes too short. I would have liked a little bit longer. But one of the better matches of the night, though.
I think that the IC title and the Rousey match were really the only highlights for me. Other than that, everything else felt short, especially not Styles Nakamura.
Wow, yeah, and I think by the time, even when Styles and Nakamura get in there, I said they're going to have to really work to get this crowd, they're going to have to work hard to get this crowd. And maybe it's AJ Styles' injury, but they didn't do anything. They stayed in the middle of the ring, and they did some moves, and it was about 5 minutes longer than what a SmackDown main event would have been.
I got that feeling too. Like a lot of the times I was watching it and thinking like, this doesn't feel like Mania. Like I feel like Mania is supposed to be like, crescendo of this and that, and like the build toward, or it's like the build, it's like the final end all be all or the start of something. And I felt like very little to none of that tonight. I didn't feel like I felt like you can get away with like a lot of this shit on like a SummerSlam or something, or one of the B pay-per-views. But some of this other shit, I'm like, this is WrestleMania. Like it's I think that's another reason why this is such a bad taste in a lot of our mouths, is that this is supposed to be like the biggest one of them all, and we have like a bizarre Nakamura heel turn, which you could have easily done a month ago.
Yeah, definitely. And there's just so many different things, like you said. How could they have fucked this up? And they say, "Hold my beer." That's the problem. There was so many points and times where I felt like this wrote itself. I liked aspects of Asuka's match, and I had it so set in my head that she wasn't going to be defeated until Rousey beat her, that her losing the streak tonight, I was almost satisfied with it. I know it's not the right time and it shouldn't have happened yet. She should have beat Charlotte tonight and then lost the streak, maybe following up. But it's just I'm satisfied in the sense that, all right, the streak no longer defines her, and I'm hoping they can build on her character from here. She can find a sense of redemption. But then again, I feel like they started to throw that out the window the moment that she had to say, "Oh, you were ready for Asuka." That was nonsense.
I'm a little worried about her.
Has Charlotte
there's
lost?
So many times that her matches have been so predictable because of this fucking streak.
Has Charlotte lost yet at Mania?
Yes, last year.
She did lose last year. Okay.
Yeah.
So who did she lose to? Naomi?
It was the Fatal 4-Way. It was her, Nia, Bailey,
right?
and Sasha. Yeah, Bailey retained.
Bailey retained that one, and then the year before she won.
Yeah,
I didn't even remember.
Okay.
I didn't even remember. That's how bad that was too.
I was there and I forgot it.
Yeah, well,
on purpose.
It was her, Sasha, and Becky Lynch the year before, correct?
Yeah, this was better than that for sure. Like, but it still wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I might watch this again. I would maybe watch. I might watch Charlotte maybe versus Asuka again. I don't know. and I would watch the Cena Undertaker situation and the Rousey. Probably watch the Rousey thing again because it was kind of wild.
Rousey was fun.
And
that was a fun match.
That's it. That's all I'd watch.
People keep saying Nicholas is Shane's kid. I don't think that's right, but I'm not sure.
Well,
you never know. But
I did giggle. I did giggle that he bypassed literally all the fucking NXT talent. Did you see that?
Yes.
I'm like, you fucking dumbass.
I don't know about you, Connor. I was really, really, really disappointed in the fact that the Usos match was just abysmal.
My heart sank. My heart sank because I was saying to everybody like, this is gonna be fucking amazing. This is gonna be fucking epic. And just like you guys are saying, come on, this is gonna be fucking crazy. And it's like,
no stipulation. We've heard there was going to be a TLC, stipulation thrown on top of this. So that aspect, already was ruined. And then they cut it super short. It was 5 minutes in and out, and they did nothing in the match. It was setting up a Tower of Doom spot with Big E. Then Rowan returns, he breaks it up, and then you got a power bomb to the middle, from the middle rope, and that was it. It was a pinfall. It was done. It was so disappointing. Yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers have dominated everybody in the division. I like the fact that they revitalized Harper and Rowan, but it's WrestleMania. I mean, this is supposed to be a show-stealing match right here, and the Usos, time and time again, have been robbed consistently, over and over. We've seen them pre-show, and then they finally get a great, like I said, street fight, Hell in a Cell match. They've proven themselves. They can deliver. Do something right here. I like
do
Undertaker,
something.
John Cena. I love that Elias came out and swerved everybody. That swerve was fantastic. And the one thing we haven't discussed is Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon. So Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are still fired? I mean, are they going to be El Generico and Kevin Steen still? Or are they going to go to Raw?
They're going to go to 205 Live.
Yeah, I mean... And why? Why does WWE, Diva Bible and I said this back and forth, why do they feel that it's fucking necessary to take the wind out of the fans' sails so quickly? Daniel Bryan comes out, you have 78,000 people on their fucking feet. Yes movement, full effect. People are going nuts. Then they powerbomb him on the apron and take him out of the match.
They wanted the they wanted the comeback.
I know they want to go ahead and have him come back and have that, Yeah. But still, he
didn't even fucking leave ringside, didn't he?
Exactly. It wasn't necessary. Yeah. It was pointless. You could have just had a hot tag and done it normally. You did not need that for this match.
No, they didn't need it, but they want the epic return of Daniel Bryan coming back and dun.
But it already was an epic return.
That didn't even bother me, to be honest.
He came back 3 years later in New Orleans to go ahead and be able to wrestle at WrestleMania once again.
More, damn it. He needs to be the true underdog.
Don't be greedy. You're ruining it.
I didn't mind it too much.
You're going to see Bryan wrestle for the first time in 3+ years. That's all you need.
So now you need more. It's WrestleMania.
Mickie James and Alexa Bliss, I was not expecting really anything for. 10-minute match that was pretty much a waste. Nia Jax,
I don't know. I could see Nia almost see through Nia's clothes. It was pretty amazing.
I'm not going to argue there, but the top rope Samoan drop. Okay.
No, it was it was horrible.
She walked over to The Rock's mom and she Michael Cole said something like, "Oh, she's going to address her," and then he said her mother, her aunt, something like that. She's going to see her, and then she said The Rock's mom. Why? Because she's Samoan and she's family immediately? Way to be, generalizing.
That's what we're all one person over there.
They're all related.
I got to play some
Michael
donations.
Cole, the fucking family tree in front of you,
Yeah. You are not the father, but
you're that one.
Nita Strauss killed it with Nakamura's entrance. That was a nice touch. Made him really feel like a rock star.
I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife.
You gotta play these.
$9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling.
I will never go home.
And my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
5/10 tonight. Worst main event of all time. Where is Seth when we needed him? Lol. Ronda's match was the best match at the night and Reigns sucks. WWE. He is not the guy.
Yeah, man, I pretty much agree with that. It was not very good. Kevin SF, thank you for the $9, Kevin. 5 out of 10. I think it was a 5 out of 10. It wasn't a good. It was not a. I did not enjoy that main event whatsoever. They had blood in that main event. Meaningless, seemingly meaningless blood. I can't believe how meaningless the blood was. It would have been way better in the Gargano match with Ciampa. Those two guys, that's a match that should have had blood. Not Roman and Brock in that match. That was piss poor. What a waste. WWE just... I am so angry. I wanted blood in the Gargano match so bad.
10.
And we get it in this Brock and Roman crap. He is the perfect 10. Won't be in the WWE soon.
What did I just watch? Seriously, fuck WWE. This shit company needs to change its name WWP or WWC. How this mania sucked. Worse than getting a BJ from Hansa.
I am convinced. Aru Shinshu.
Now we can finally hear him.
Thank you, Aru Shinshu. Aru Shinshu! Hey, Aru Shinshu, listen. I got to tell you, if anybody out there enjoyed this WrestleMania, I got to believe they're drinking. Because I don't know how you could enjoy this without drinking. So fucking...
I'm on a lot of drugs, Joe. It helps.
I wish I was. Alex Mark says, do you think Finn will wear his Rainbow Man panties in India? Worst WrestleMania ever.
Probably not.
Could you imagine?
And listen, I'm not down...
Finn Balor was flogged and killed in the street in Saudi Arabia.
I'm not down with like the fucking gay hate that I saw. Some of the hate on Twitter, I'm not cool with that. I thought it was funny when people were saying that, like, you know, I thought it was funny to say, like, they made gay pride heel somehow because the fans were so mad that he wasn't the demon. But why didn't they just make him the Rainbow Demon and make him win? How about
and the
fucking...
thing is, I know he's been selling the Balor Club T-shirt because the tagline Balor Club is for everyone, all inclusive. I like that. That's a great message. And he had the Rainbow Balor Club shirt. He's been selling that with...
Everything is for everyone, though, too. Like, I mean...
Well, yeah, they've been really pushing this. But...
What are you saying? That all the other wrestlers are homophobes? You know?
Yes.
Like, what's
Gotta
he
push
saying?
that agenda, Joe.
I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming.
JBL is.
I can't wait to go to WrestleMania 35 next year and try to erase this shit. So good.
With massive boobs.
Ronda can't do a proper suplex to save her life and y'all think her practiced and rehearsed. Match was good. Has the standards really gotten this low?
Yep.
Can't talk, can't wrestle, looks like dog shit. Fuck spot stealing Ronda Rousey.
Shinsuke heel turn, thank you for the $9. I mean, I'd agree with you. I'm just telling you, that was the most exciting match for me of the night. That was the most exciting thing that I saw. That is fucking pathetic. That was the most exciting thing I saw. Damon Weathers, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I don't know if you subscribe to this channel or Joe Cronin Show, but you should subscribe to both of my channels. That way you get all my wrestling content. ShiBUM.
Didn't notice this till now, but there wasn't any stipulation matches tonight. Only one moment when someone went through a table. Nothing that was even super eye-catching for a casual viewer.
No.
Overall, very disappointing and underwhelming.
This was WrestleMania or Wrestle fucking Lazy. Parker, thanks for the $5. Unfortunately, we thought that even though WrestleMania had a shitty build, we thought that tonight the matches could save the whole thing and it could become really good. And unfortunately, we legitimately got shit, I think. And I believe that this was a... I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. Here we go. Money, motherfucker. Yo, I got diverticulitis. Not really.
Match of the night emo was on the kickoff in that Cruiserweight Championship match. Cruiserweight division should really be proud of themselves tonight.
Yeah.
Also perhaps the most consecutive WTF finishes in Mania history with those last 3 matches.
No shit.
Yeah, that was WrestleMania began to get worse and worse as it went on tonight. Nicholas, thank you for the $13. It was Braun's tag team partner. He gave me $13. Thank you. But yeah, it was a shit show.
WrestleMania OMG. Vince loves to stick it to the IWC.
Yep.
Oh shit. Well, that being said, guys, I'm going to hop off because I just want to hum. I'm here and give you guys my love and give you guys the thoughts. But
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I gotta hop
Connor.
off because it's fucking insanely late because this show went fucking 7 hours.
Yeah, right.
Before you go, did you hear this? JS994 on Twitter just
Hey,
let us.
Clinton Gorman, thanks for the $5. Let me shout out Clinton. Thank you, Clinton. Go ahead, Jake.
Thank you, Clinton. Clinton G20.
Clinton.
Nicholas is referee John Cohn's son.
Saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's official. So
Jesus.
not Shane or John Stewart's.
Damn. Well, I hope he challenges Goldberg's son next year. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, guys.
Good night. Connor from OK, babe.
War was great,
Oh, God.
especially when Roman Reigns
He should have been Braun's
crazy
partner.
and pulled out his penis. I like Roman Reigns' penis. My name is Skyler Fat.
We are the bar.
I was worried about Ronda, but when she hit that tag, holy fucking shit. If she has that type of intensity in all her upcoming matches, she should never lose. I mean, she was scripted to beat down a built-grown man.
Yeah.
No women in WWE are beating up HHH.
Well, it looks like they're going to put her against Charlotte eventually because there's no point in putting her against Asuka because she'll beat Asuka, right? So thank you, Movado. Movado checking in with the Skyler Fat donation. NSG The Movement Productions, thank you for subbing to the channel. What's up? We're having a fucking subscription party, baby. Drink it up, motherfucker. If you guys want, watch the first fucking 20 minutes of my review or the first 15 minutes. You can see me almost have a goddamn conniption.
Yeah, no kidding.
JO Productions, thank you for subscribing to the channel. A lot of people productioning things.
There's a new bit of news coming around that The Miz is more than likely turning face now as well.
It seemed like it. Seemed like it.
WrestleMania wasn't great, but still tops 32 by far. 33 wasn't as good simply because the ending left me depressed.
I disagree.
This year I saw the return of Daniel Bryan, Taker go out on a high, good triple threat. Ronda impressing, and Roman losing. I say 6/10.
I could see that, Jaff94. That's an interesting take on it. But I was never happy with the main event, so I wasn't going to like it unless they went nuts. But thank you, Jaff94. What's up, man? But yeah, no, I still didn't like it. Regardless of all that, I'm still going to give it a 4 out of 10.
Bum.
Kyrie, please, if you ever see this stream, I'm begging you, I'm getting on my knees out of my wheelchair and begging you, if they move you up to the roster, quit if they can do this too.
Yeah.
Also, I am terrified what they're going to do with her. WrestleMania sucked.
Make her a referee. Eric Gonzalez, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Yes, Kairi saying, please stay down in NXT because you're done. I actually tweeted out to Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. I said, please stay in New Japan. Please.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whatever you do, don't come to WWE. I know they already know this, but just don't do it. Don't come
There's
here.
opposite news now that they're planning as well to have Ronda Rousey take on Charlotte. That was their plan all along, but they wanted to keep themselves tight-lipped. That's why they had Charlotte beating Asuka and taking away her streak to build her up even more, same way they did with Brock, taking away Undertaker's streak. And they'll have her face Rousey.
Yeah.
If Raw gave you AIDS, I'm not afraid to say. Raw gave me AIDS. Fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS. Fuck Raw.
This WrestleMania was all over the place. Nakumo returns heel and then we have a kid win the tag team championship. WTF. Ronda Rousey killed it. WWE needs to focus more on wrestling and not gimmicky storylines. And they need to cut down
don't have
on
those.
time.
Champion 45, what's up? They don't have any storylines. They have like very basic, boring storylines. I don't even think they need to focus more on wrestling. They need to have better storylines.
Sorry, Tyler Bate, but Nicholas316 says I'm the youngest champion in WWE history.
You're right.
Coming to 205 live soon.
You're right, Nicholas. Thanks for the $5. You're right. He became the youngest WWE champion, or like, not WWE champion, but champion in WWE ever of all time.
Yeah.
Stay in Japan, Kenny Omega. Whatever you do, stay there. Cody Rhodes, stay in Ring of Honor. Stay out of this hellhole, Nick Jackson. And that got like 100 retweets and shit. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
Best advice ever.
Yeah, they know too.
My name is Kane and I'm donating
Kenny Omega will not make this better.
By far the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen since 9. Asuka tapping out was dumb as fuck.
I like 9 better than
Best
this.
moments of the night was Ronda's debut, Cena getting buried and Roman getting shit on by Lesnar. Hopefully we get Chaos Nakamura on SmackDown.
You know what, Branulus? Don't you ever say that, Branulus, because I think WrestleMania 9 is much better than this WrestleMania. Because I thought the Doink the Clown swerve was fucking hilarious. Shawn Michaels versus Tatanka was a really good match. It had a shitty ending, kind of, but it was a good match. And that's pretty bad, actually, I guess.
My name is Kane and I'm donating
Tonight was the final plug that was pulled for Roman. Braun is now the guy. He won the tag title with a kid. John Cena got beat up like that, so when Braun wins it looks and makes it even better. The Braun era is here.
They turned Braun into a big teddy bear. Rest in peace, Roman. Thank you for the 666. Yeah, they turned Braun Strowman into a giant fucking teddy bear tonight. Like, I have no idea what is going on in the world, like, right now. I can't quite fathom what is happening tonight.
They made Braun a softie. Nia Jax had to win so she could spread a message about self-acceptance and body positivity.
Right.
And Finn's supporting gay rights. It's all agendas.
It's a big SJW WrestleMania. WWE's ratings are going to drop.
Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your fist goes up my ass. Oh, Roman Reigns. Oh, Roman Reigns.
Hey Joe and Jake, I just got home a bit late to the party. Haven't seen anyone's reactions yet, but in my opinion WM stepped up their game. Lots of unpredictability and a couple shockers, and I'm happy Roman didn't get his third WM coronation. 7/10 for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, you say he just got home, so was he there?
Bry Guy, I don't know how you could have liked that. But thank you, Bry Guy.
If he was there, you gave it a 5, he gave it a 7.
You're right, that makes sense. Bry Guy, thanks for the $14, bro. Glad you liked WrestleMania. You were there, so it was funner. It was atrocious for me to watch.
Just got back from Mania. Were you able to hear the crowd tweet to hijack the match?
Yep.
We had multiple beach balls saved for this match. Not many people were paying attention. Then all of a sudden Brock won. It was a shocking moment for us.
Wow, that is so fucking terrible. For real, man. Hey, listen, yes, Roman lost. Thank you for the $9. And yes, we did hear you guys chanting CM Punk, and this is awful.
That one got me. This is awful.
Has there ever been a "this is awful" chant at a WrestleMania?
No. In general, I can't recall one.
But yet, Vince keeps putting these guys in these main events, I guess. You know what would have been awesome? Is if Daniel Bryan had kneed fucking Brock Lesnar in the head and taken the belt off Lesnar. That's what would have been awesome. But okay.
That would have been interesting.
And they'll never do it. And whatever. But it still would have been better than that main event.
Yeah. You got Nick Jackson from the Young Bucks saying, we finally have some competition with the image of Nicholas and Braun. Generated G53 just sent us that. That's funny.
How fucked up is it that the two WWE Championship matches, the main titles, were fucking, it was piss poor.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys liked the show or you hated it, call up. We'll talk about it. I'm opening up the phone lines again. 704, what's up?
Yeah, man, it's Cameraman. I didn't like the show, man. I really didn't. I mean, I put on a better show tonight with a friend of mine on 2K18 than WWE did on WrestleMania. I really enjoyed NXT a lot better.
Oh yeah, I'd agree, man. I still give the NXT 9 out of 10. I'd give this a 4 out of 10. I really mean that. Like, I really mean that. And listen, I was down on the whole Ronda Rousey thing. I was crapping on it. I couldn't wait to crap on it. And I'm telling you, like, for anybody that doesn't believe me, like, I thought that was the best match of the night.
Like, yeah, I did too. I thought it was too. I just can't wait for Aleister Black to be on the main roster.
Oh, really? You should not say that. You should say that you hope that Aleister Black stays in NXT.
True. Yeah. Never mind. Until something happens and Monday Night Raw gets better or SmackDown gets better. Yeah, he needs to stay on NXT.
Charlotte looked beautiful walking to the ring with that belt. Yeah, you do not want Aleister Black. 704, thank you. You do not want Aleister Black coming to the main roster. You don't want anybody coming to the main roster with this type of roster lineup that we have. You got Roman Reigns, a guy who cuts a fucking malaise of a promo. You got Kevin Dunn in a truck who's like 700 years old, who can't get the graphics right for the superstars that are coming out. You got Brock Lesnar as a champion who main events things, but he never has to show up anywhere almost any time, and he only defends the belt every once in a while. You get guys like Shinsuke and AJ Styles who are capable of delivering these phenomenal epic matches, but they're not allowed to, so there's no point in having them since they don't have the greatest personalities on the mic or behind the scenes or as characters. You got women who are just having matches all over the place, even though every week it seems like the WWE doesn't really give a fuck about the women. And, that's all.
Yeah, they really don't. They don't give two shits about the women. They just parade them around.
You got NXT, who's delivering better matches and better storylines. I was
really upset about the Women's Battle Royal because we had the iconic duo. You know, we had so many different women debuting for the first time on the main roster. And it felt, I got to take from Tommy here, lackluster. It was very unceremonious of them to just be thrown into the Battle Royal and be like, here they are. And then, you know, that's how you get introduced to them. I know a lot of people usually debut in these matches, but it's a waste.
Hey, we got a caller on the phone. It is... We got 718 on the phone. What's up, 718?
Hey, Joe, it's Mark. How you doing?
I don't know why, but his Skype name went from your name to all of a sudden a phone number. It was weird. I almost fucked it up.
Oh yeah, Joe. I need to set up a new Skype because my Skype, I don't know what happened to it. So I'm calling from my cell phone right now.
Oh, okay. Well, it's working.
I see your image at the bottom though too. So what's going on, bud?
Not much. Let me say this WrestleMania, last year's WrestleMania, was definitely way better than this year's WrestleMania. The first, because I'm obviously a Seth Rollins fan. You guys already know that. So I was obviously impressed with the first match, whatever Seth Rollins won. But then as the night was going along, I could see the path that we were going down on. We were going down on, take something from Tommy, lackluster. Because I was like, I'm only watching this just to be clued in and give my thoughts on Joe's show. Basically, that's all I thought of, and I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania 35 because I was thinking, where am I going to stay next year in a hotel? That whole shebang and whatnot. So that's what I was thinking about. So and also Joe, one other thing I wanted to mention. Aside from the WrestleMania next year, they're hosting. I believe they're hosting the Access Tour, the Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and NXT all in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Wait, they're hosting what at the Barclays Center?
At the Barclays Center, they're going to be hosting the Access Tour, I believe. The Raw, the SmackDown, 205 Live, and NXT TakeOver, all in that one place.
Just like last year. That's what they did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's cool. I'm down with that. I can't wait. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. It's going to be a hell of a weekend.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so excited.
Definitely.
Dude.
I hope to see you there.
We're going to have a party in New York.
Yeah, so also and I just wanted to give my one other overall general thought on WrestleMania. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 because I just hated it all overall. But for the Asuka and Charlotte match, I marked out, but I didn't mark out because Charlotte won. I marked out because I'm like, really? The whole tap out scenario, I was like, oh shit, they let Asuka tap when they, like you said, I was really getting into the match, and they could at least give it a maybe 6, 7, maybe 8 minutes tops more. And I would have said, yeah, I would have gone back to this WrestleMania just to watch that one match. I would have, you know, that's really the main reason why I marked out. I was like, holy shit, you know, typing myself. But yeah, Joe, I know you got other calls to get to, so I'll move on and I'll catch you later on.
All right, bro. Hey, thanks for calling. I love you, man. Thank you. We'll get you next time.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you to
God, this is cringy as shit.
Thank you for Johnny Horror for becoming a patron once again. Mr. Johnny Horror, thank you for becoming a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And what did oh boy, we guess we got something again from Steven German.
Oh boy.
The fuck? Oh man, you got to get me the raw video. I can't hear him over you. Looks funny though. Can't wait to hear that.
Who wasn't here? Oh, Zero Kaiba. Try to donate, having issue with Streamlabs, and they can't use Super Chat, obviously. Unfortunately, that should be coming soon. But they said that with Nakamura turning heel, you can finally possibly have your wish of him saying, now you die.
Yeah, maybe instead of now need a face,
maybe
they'll take my idea. If they do, though, I'll love it if they do, because I'll take the copy of what I did and said, and I'll put it up against that. And then I can finally sue them. No, need to face, you die.
You shit bum.
As far as Baylor coming out in rainbow bright gear, it was all money driven. I can just hear Meek Mahin. You know what? New Orleans has a lot of the gays.
Oh.
Make a rainbow shirt.
Meek Mahan, Abel Salas Jr., thank you for the $5, man.
The rainbow shirt was out for a little while, though, before
Yeah,
that,
it's been out. I don't mind the gay thing. I just think it's, I thought it was funny that, like, the people wanted the demon and instead you gave them the semen.
I wish...
Young Republican's on the phone. What's up, Young?
Jeez.
How about that?
Damn.
Wouldn't you rather sniff Bailey's asshole than this again?
Sniff something, you know?
What is ass?
Did y'all catch? I don't know if I mentioned I was doing that show with Conan and Disco.
Did you give a shout out?
Boy, I talked about the Grimm Toy Show and you showed up and stuff. And Disco knows you. He's like, Cronin was there, you know. And I was like, yeah, you know, did a few little trinkets there, but
that's cool. Disco's always been cool.
Yeah,
you interviewed early on too.
Yeah, Conan was so cool, man. He stuck up for me when that guy called me an idiot. And Disco Inferno, I still watch Disco stuff, but I didn't know he'd ever heard of me. But I do watch his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real big component of like safety in the ring. Like he thinks, you know, this. Basically, he's like these people that watch the concussions and stuff with the NFL and stuff. If they were seeing what the WWE's doing. If we know if it's a shoot or not, you know, but some of it, who do we know? Did you see all those bumps Bryan took with the head and all that stuff, and just all types of stuff, you know? And so if they start looking at that, it's going to be like, well, you need a license to do this because this is real, right?
Well, I think they do kind of need one anyway, and sometimes in states they got to get certain things, and we proved to you tonight that they were allowed to have blood because they had special licenses, because you know. Louisiana wasn't letting all those other promotions do that stuff. But yeah, I mean, the impact on the head is pretty friggin' crazy. You know, when you wrestle for all these years, if you just watch it in slow motion, you watch how people snap around, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, as long as you don't do anything too insane over the years, you know, you might be all right, you know, but it is, you know, it's, you can play hockey and get bumped around for years. It's okay as long as you don't get cracked over the head, you know. That's those certain impacts. You can always feel it and tell when somebody got rocked. You know, you can jump off and land on the mat and smash up and down and you're still fine. But it's those certain shots. Remember when Shane did it? Shane jumped off, did the coast to coast a couple while back, and he like snapped his head off the canvas and knocked himself dumb. That was a concussion. That was the type of thing. You do enough of those, you know, you won't be doing it too long. But Young, I'm gonna let you go, bro. Close up with something real quick.
Real quick. The Twitch thing, I mentioned that, and they were like, "Did you upload that on your YouTube?"
No, what happened was it just
Russo did it, and he was fine. So
yeah, no. What happened was I think they said in the middle of the print in the paragraph, like, don't let it stay as a video on demand. You can stream it and do all that, but don't keep it as an archived video on demand. So I guess I didn't realize that, and then it became a video archive video, and then they caught it and did that. So that was how dumb they are. But it's like, I don't know, I thought that was kind of dumb. You could have messaged me like something, be like, hey, you got to take this down. But no, they just went right for the DCMA claim or whatever the fuck it is, and it's like, I'll never do anything for those companies again after that. Forget that. I'll never do anything. You know, Impact has been nothing but a burden for me. They took down Andre Corbiel how many times? Because he had pictures behind him of the wrestlers. They took down Andre Corbiel for that, and this fucking guy still covers them. I have no idea why in the world he even covers them anymore after that. You know, so they're garbage. I've hated them for years for this, and so they're done. I already said I was done with them, but now I'm really done with them. So, good luck over there. Fuck you guys.
Joe Cronin, you have a good night. God bless y'all. Jake, looking good.
Thank you, buddy.
This was better than WrestleMania 32, I think. Overall,
I don't remember
the Dallas, Texas one. That was really horrible.
Well, that was the Seth Rollins cat. No, that was Play Button. 32 was
Texas Star.
What happened on 32? I don't even remember. Does anybody remember? I don't remember.
That's the problem. They kind of mesh and mold together.
Maybe it was. I don't know. It must have been bad if I don't remember it though. What was the main event? Was that Triple H and Roman?
Yes. No, I think it was Sting and Rollins.
No, Sting and Rollins weren't at Mania.
No, that was at a pay-per-view, right? Rollins was injured. Rollins was injured for 32, I think. Thanks, Young Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure he was injured. We're going to play some of these donations before we get here all night. See what people got.
Yeah, that was Triple H and Roman.
It's just a sub. YouTube video sub me. Thanks, YouTube video. You got to love YouTube videos, because if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be here right now. By the way, once again...
And that was Dean and Brock, I believe, too. Or no? Or was that last year?
I don't remember.
No, that was the year before. Yeah, it was Dean and Brock.
I don't remember.
Shit bum.
I don't remember.
Looks like I'm in the minority here. I don't get all the hate. At least it wasn't predictable, but don't get me wrong, there was a few things I didn't like, such as Raw Women's Championship and Braun's tag team partner and Rusev Day losing. My opinion.
Okay, Bri Guy, thank you, man. No, I appreciate it. You were there too, so it was a little different.
He wasn't there, actually. He said he was at a friend's house for a party. So.
Oh, well, that still makes it
I
better.
thought when he said he just got home, I assumed that he meant he was there.
It's still better if you're at a friend's house and a party. I am going to watch it again. I am going to watch WrestleMania. Somehow I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch it again, and I'm going to see if I change my mind.
High spots. Woken Bray, Daniel Bryan, Ronda, Beach Ball Mania during Brock and Roman, Undertaker. 2 things I read up on. Triple H had creative control in his match. The Rock didn't show because of his movie Rampage. No commercial time equals no show.
PA the Baker, thanks for the $5. Wow.
That makes sense. They wouldn't air things for Rampage. I can believe it. Even though they had on the trucks, Liz, when she was at SmackDown the other day, she sent us pictures of the production vehicles, and they had a huge, plastered poster on the side for Rampage featuring The Rock.
This was the wife and I's first Mania. It was very exciting. The storylines of Raw made the Raw show more exciting. Even Bryan's match sucked. Hashtag Cody Killer the Club whoop whoop.
Dirty, thank you very much for the donation. I'm glad you liked that.
Dirty was trying to call him before. He said that it was, he's going to try and call him tomorrow, but not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, if you guys want to hang, I'll try to get you on. And Jake, if you ever have to go tonight, feel free to go. We're going to party, though, as long as you're good.
We're partying, baby.
I'm gonna check. We're gonna take calls in a few minutes, so I will go back to calls and things will die down. It'll be much easier for some of you guys to get through soon. So I will let you know when that's available.
Donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Suck it and fuck it and suck it and fuck it.
How has everyone been, motherfuckers?
What's up, Waymore?
I just wanted to hop in since I had time. I thought WrestleMania was good, but that may be because I was there. I liked the way they brought Taker back and was shook when Asuka lost. I'll try to tune in more, guys.
Hey, Waymore, it's good to have you back, bro. I'm glad you had it there and you did good and you did well. Listen, we will take more phone calls, but right now I'm going to turn it over to Jake right now while I go grab some water, some caffeine, and something fucking crazy might happen tonight, bro. And we're going to have the rematch. Last night, John Cena versus Undertaker. John Cena pinned the Undertaker, and Undertaker grabbed the rope at the 1 count, held the rope, and the fucking referee continued the count, and then John Cena lost.
Didn't see the rope break. John Cena paid that ref off.
And John Cena won, I mean. It was bullshit. The Undertaker was screwed. We're going to have a rematch tonight. And but
it'll be now they're best of 3 since John Cena lost so quickly tonight.
Yeah, see, so it'll be the rubber match.
Absolutely. We have a little bit of news here about Alicia Fox. You know, she was injured with the tailbone injury that she had, and she was supposed to be out 8 to 12 weeks, but then I guess she was announced for the Women's Battle Royal, and she had a report from Pro Wrestling Sheets and a few other sites that said that
don't ever plug that fucking website ever again. No, seriously, don't fuck that website, those lying cocksuckers.
Yeah. I believe you had aired that before.
Fuck.
But she went ahead and she said that she was not in the Diva Battle Royal tonight because of her incident with Rousey's husband. It's bullshit. So the fact that they reported that isn't true. It's because she went ahead and she had her injury. So then, yet again, you're proving them wrong. And also, condolences to Shelton Benjamin. Just moments after performing tonight in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, Shelton Benjamin revealed that his father passed away yesterday. So he wrestled tonight after, his father passed away yesterday. That's really upsetting to hear. So he dedicated his performance tonight to his father. And, our thoughts are with him. That's really upsetting and unfortunate to hear. So more strength to him to be able to go out there and get it done. But, yeah, all in all, we got a message here from NXT NOI. He went ahead and he said, Vince called an audible during the Brock Lesnar versus Roman match. I could see it as well. I mean, possibly maybe something was decided last second. He was watching the way the crowd was reacting and just said, forget it. I'm not going to go through with it. But then again, they've done so much to get Roman over. They've tried so hard and thrown so many things, at the wall, and nothing stuck. No matter what they did, no matter how much they gave us, we resisted it. We stuck through, and I just cannot wrap my head around why Roman didn't win tonight. Why would they decide this? I'm baffled. I truly I can't understand the direction that they're heading in. No matter who they'll have Lesnar face, even if he just relinquishes the title tomorrow and pulls an Asuka and says there's no one left to beat me. Still, they wanted Roman to get over. They wanted him to go ahead and be the guy. They did everything they could by letting him, break the fourth wall and call out Brock and say that he was Vince's guy, even though that's further from the truth since, Vince's guy is saying this. And they go ahead and why would they not have him win the title? I can't understand this decision. And then he also said that breaking news from Seanzview, The Miz and his newborn daughter have issued a challenge to Braun Strowman and Nicholas for the tag titles. So that's pretty great. Yeah, I still can't just accept that. I was so excited to see who the mystery partner was. I was dead set that it was friggin' Dean Ambrose. I would have bet everything in the world that Dean would have came back, especially since a lot of people thought it was going to be Bray Wyatt. We saw him return earlier on in the night. It was kind of an anticlimactic return and a bit odd to see him turn face. It's refreshing that he's maybe going to do something new, hopefully, but yet again, I'm sure they'll screw it up with Bray. We'll see what happens now. But like Harry Bush, great name, just said, Brock's a champ for 372 days now. It barely gets defended. I don't care for him. I don't care for the matches he puts on. He ends up just phoning it in most times. He chooses not to deliver on these matches, and what do we get? Him and Braun should have been fantastic. It wasn't. Him and Samoa Joe. And on again, when Kane and Braun faced at the Royal Rumble. Not a great match. If Brock's not in the mood to fight, it's not going to happen. And these are the things I'm tired of. I want to see the champion on TV regularly, defending the belt. And Brock's not the guy for that. I know he's supposed to be this spectacle and this, special event that pops up, but to me it feels like he's a joke. I'm done with it. I wanted Roman to win tonight. I'm disappointed, and I hate myself for saying it, but that was the situation that we had. It's just, where do they go from here? Even if they have Lashley challenge him or Balor, I don't even think Balor is at a point now where he can go for, a U.S. title run. They've buried him into oblivion. Who else do they have that's someone at the caliber of Roman Reigns? John Cena's not going to go for it. Who else is there, Joe? There's no one really.
I don't understand what they were doing. Yeah, I wasn't happy with it from the beginning. I am kind of happy that Roman lost. I think it's funny, but I think he should have won as a heel and became a heel, or something crazy should have happened tonight. Maybe it's going to happen tomorrow night, perhaps. But boy, this was fucking terrible. 203, what's up?
Hi. How much longer do you think Brock Lesnar is going to hold the title? And if it's not Reigns, who do you think he's going to lose it to?
Oh man, I don't know who could beat him. I mean, Braun's a teddy bear now. Roman lost. I mean,
Braun's busy in the tag division, and there's no one else at the level of Roman really, and Roman just lost. Seth is the IC champion.
Yeah, the answer is I don't know. I really don't. Who can? I mean, really, like.
and then Layla 109 in the chat just said, who would Roman have faced if he won? That's a great point as well. This is the problem they have right now. Where do we go? And especially with him being a face, at least if he was a heel, maybe they could have brought in Daniel Bryan with the shakeup. When the shakeup actually happens, then we'll know more of the landscape. It's kind of hard to predict at this point, and especially since Backlash is featuring both brands. But that's an issue on itself because there's so many freaking belts that there's not going to be any undercard.
Remember AJ Styles versus Lesnar? I liked that match. I would have rather had AJ Styles against Lesnar at some point.
It wasn't an awful match.
And I liked AJ Styles versus Roman.
AJ Styles versus Roman was good. And at Survivor Series, I did enjoy AJ Styles versus Brock more than tonight what we got. I wasn't thrilled with it when I saw it then, but I would have taken that match over what we got tonight.
Right.
I still think they should have given us the Goldberg treatment. It should have been 5 minutes and under, throw everything they can at each other quickly, escalate it in under 30 seconds where you finisher after finisher and just end it. It was long enough as is. You didn't need to drag this on. They could have given other deserving matches more time.
Yeah, I just thought this was very, like you said, lackluster is the word all night. Go to a couple more donations and then we'll go back to the phone calls again. WrestleMania, what did you guys think of WrestleMania tonight? If you guys like what we do here, feel free to leave us a like down below and stick the thumb up my ass if you'd like. You might have liked WrestleMania. You might have hated it. I'd love to hear from anybody. Your voice can be heard here. I'm not going to chastise you if you loved the show. I'll be confused myself.
ShiBUM!
But I'm not going to be upset.
I really thought that Nicholas Catherine kid was a girl.
I thought it was too.
I think the kid was really a girl, but when Braun asked what is this boy's name, he was too scared to correct him, so he just said it was Nicholas.
I was actually worried that he wasn't a plant because I was like, is this a girl or a boy? Sometimes little boys can look either way, you know what I mean? And
there's no real definition at that age, so typically.
Sometimes. So I was happy that was because I was getting like, I hope they figure it out because I'm getting weirded out.
Especially with the long hair, yeah.
But no, he looked fine. It's just
Here's
Parker.
another 5. Joe, I'ma let you finish, but let me play a commercial for Ronda like I did during the Cruiserweight title match. Not like you cared or anything, right?
That's a very good point. I know it's the pre-show though, so I try and ignore that fact.
It's still
because it is on
off.
YouTube, but it's still infuriating.
It still pissed me off. Like on the network, maybe there shouldn't be a commercial, but on YouTube there could be. But that's too much weird for them, I guess.
Yeah, that's two different feeds.
Dude, I'm watching WrestleMania is playing again. Ronda Rousey looks like a fucking Terminator.
Yeah,
she was.
People are saying she needs different, ring attire. That's perfect because that's what she wore basically in the UFC. So that's her outfit.
I loved what she wore tonight. She looked like a fucking beast. You know what? I can't believe it. This match she's my favorite thing about Mania. I can't fucking believe it. Alexis Sweet
I knew she was going to deliver.
I did not. I thought I was worried. She even sold a shot into the post. Alexis Sweet ass, the IC title match, Rousey. I enjoyed most of it. Sasha Bagley wasn't winning. Why not an NXT girl, Peyton, since she's coming up? Naomi had her moment. Yeah, Naomi had a good moment. Yay. 60 years ago, she would have been working for Moolah. I'll tell you that. Alexa's sweet ass, thank you for the donation. We got more of these coming.
I wish it wasn't the whole bully thing. That ruined that angle for me a while ago. Yeah, I'm watching Rousey just chase Stephanie around the ring like a frickin' bull, and she was, just threw her into the barricade. It's so incredible. Yeah, Alec, NY, as I said, NXT NY, I said before, he said, have Brock abandon the title the same way Dolph Ziggler did, and then hold the tournament for the Universal Championship. Have either Finn, Braun, or Samoa win. Samoa Joe. He said, I think Vince is also positioning Braun Strowman to take Roman's spot. Think about it. The guy won the tag titles with a kid, very Cena-esque. Maybe he makes him the new top guy. I wouldn't doubt that. That would be a smart move in my eyes, because Braun could be that face they need.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't work with the like. He doesn't quite get there either. He's pretty damn good, but he doesn't quite get there. Like, it's not Hulk Hogan, I mean, unless they're gonna change something about him. Jeffrey, thanks for subbing. How about I mean, I would think Heyman could turn on Lesnar still, and I mean, Heyman reasoning could be like, think about it. Brock Lesnar fought once every 4 months. I get paid every time Brock Lesnar fights. Roman Reigns will fight every week, and I'll get paid every time Roman Reigns fights. I'll make more money with a younger, blah, blah. But now Heyman turning on Lesnar makes no sense, because Roman can never win. Roman isn't winning. You know what I mean? Like, they've already ruined Roman. It's so, like, what are they doing with Roman? Why? Why is this guy here?
They spent so long trying to do everything they could to get him over. For what?
They make
to have
no
him lose,
sense.
Bleed and lose.
They literally make no sense. Would I have been mad if Roman was won the belt? Yes. I would have been upset seeing Roman as the champion. But I would have been upset if Brock won. It didn't matter. But the point was, I thought you were at least going to make Roman win and then become heel or something like that. And then I thought he was going to become heel years ago, and then years before that, and years before that, it didn't happen. So we're just here in limbo still with this fucking guy that bores the fuck out of me at this point. Alexa's sweet ass, thank you. Brock being champ is fucking boring and old. I agree. Who's going to beat him? He beats everyone. Are you going to get your build-up to Cena and Undertaker too? I don't care. I'm so bored right now with WWE. It's out of my mind. If this wasn't my job, and I didn't rely on this show to take care of my kids and my family, there ain't a shot in hell I'd watch this shit right now. There ain't a fucking hope in hell. Rhonda Cheeks says this was the ultimate sympathy card to get Roman over. All that blood. Vince is a genius. Japan wrestle, can't promo, rest in peace. I don't know what that meant, but
I think you mean Japanese wrestlers can't promo, like they can't deliver promos.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, except for when Asuka says, she was ready for Asuka.
Yeah, the language barrier is harsh on them.
She doesn't need to say anything there.
She shouldn't have gone anywhere near a microphone.
Why would you have somebody like that say that in the ring at the end? Just have her fucking hug her and walk on. And, man, this was just, I want to fucking punch someone in the back. Like in the back of that truck or in the, I want to go into Gorilla and take a fucking dump right on the floor in Gorilla. Hey, smell that. I think Gorilla Monsoon just came back to life. Hey, Peyton Royce, thanks for the 316. Billy Kay was not in the Battle Royal. Unless I missed it, WrestleMania will be way better when Triple H takes over. Well, based on the match he planned with Rousey, based on what they do in NXT, yes, there is no match tonight that was better than that ladder match at NXT TakeOver last night. Because, and I don't always love spot fest ladder matches, but it wasn't really a spot fest as much. It had some, it was like better than that. It was weird. I don't know why, but it was better. It had like character in it. And so, I don't normally like those ladder matches. I hate the Money in the Bank ladder matches now, for the most part. And by the way, fucking Kurt Angle ran over Rousey just now. Jesus Christ.
Shit bum. Shit, Alamia sucked. 6 hours for this. Pre-show was better than the main show.
I think I enjoyed Matt Hardy winning the Battle Royal. The Cruiserweights match was good. And yeah, I would say those two things might have been better than most of what happened on the main card in the show. Other than I did kind of enjoy Charlotte's match. It went south, and definitely Ronda Rousey's thing. I'm gonna watch that again. I was excited for that, and I thought I was gonna hate the goddamn thing.
Yeah, when she first got into the ring and ran off the ropes and did that somersault forward,
yeah,
it was hard.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Most interesting thing was the CGI during the entrances. Seriously, could have easily squeezed me into the bar's entrance. Better give me Bray and Matt versus Braun and Nicholas at Greatest Royal Rumble. And Naomi can fuck the fuck off. Sonova bitch.
The Burger King. Thank you, the Burger King, for the 666. I did like the entrance, the sort of 3D entrance with the digital stuff on top of the actual stuff. That was cool. Pyro was back. And that's about all I could say about that.
ShiBUM.
Joe Cronin, just so you know, I wasn't at the show. I was at a friend's house and I enjoyed Takeover more still. I just thought, in my opinions, I expected it to be worse. Call me crazy for now on. I honestly don't care.
That's okay, man. I got you. I would have had more fun if I was drinking and watching it with friends. I can say that. Bry Guy, what's up, Bry? Thank you for the $5 again, man. You didn't have to donate again to tell me that. In fact, you know what? Bry Guy, I hope you had fun at WrestleMania. I'm just going to keep saying he was at WrestleMania, so he keeps donating to try to correct me every single time. Because I don't know. We could use the money. Yeah, so let's take more phone calls. Matthew is on the phone. Let me see if I can get him in here. Matthew, what's up, Matt?
Oh man, what a shit show tonight! Fucking horse shit. I got two things I want to really point out, Joe.
Okay.
Number one, the Nakamura. First of all, the match was for those two guys. I watched New Japan when they were both there, and my God, I think every match they did in New Japan. Well, I think they did two. The two I saw, it's not even close. This match tonight sucked balls, but.
It felt like the ring was closing. Didn't it feel like the ring was closing in on them, as opposed to in New Japan, where it seems like the ring can't contain them?
Yes, and not only that, it did, and not only that, Joe, it's like they felt. It just felt like they wanted. You could look in their faces and kind of see they wanted to do more, but it's like somebody was like pretty much hampered him backstage. You got to make time or something to that. Because
you can't overdo it because you can't oversell yourself so that Roman looks like shit. Exactly. And it's sad that we always come to that assumption that it's because of Roman, but why would they not let them go out there and give it their all? What's the reasoning for it? Because we've seen them literally face each other and deliver amazing matches.
Exactly, and
we know they're capable of it.
Yes, but I'm gonna say this, Jake, on the heel turn. The only way that's going to work, because Nakamura is still loved. People are still going to cheer him when he comes out. I think the only way that heel turn works is he's got to come out Tuesday night, and he's got to fucking just kick the shit out of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's got to confront him, and he's going to have to beat the living fuck out of Daniel Bryan. I mean, the backstage, I'm talking about fucking goddamn Al Snow, fucking Road Dogg, hardcore title style in 98. Just beat the fuck out of him.
That's a guaranteed way to get heat is just attack Daniel Bryan at this point.
I'm actually tweeting this out right now, and I don't know if it's an injury. I don't know if it's something else. If it's an injury and you came back and said, well, some people weren't 100%, then I would say, oh, okay, well, I got you there. Then that makes sense. But I just tweeted this out. I legitimately asked the question. Tell me honestly, who in WWE would not let AJ Styles and Shinsuke have a good match? Who did not allow this? Please tell me. I will go off. Because somebody wouldn't let them have a match. And it's got to be the answer. Because Shinsuke's had a great match in NXT. Shinsuke's had amazing matches in New Japan. Shinsuke and AJ have had amazing matches in New Japan. But tonight, I don't get what we saw anywhere.
I don't either, Joe. And the thing about it is that, you watch Super Card of Honor, you watch NXT, this weekend just alone. I mean, it's like, they just feel more free in the ring. They feel more loose. They feel like you can tell that the people backstage are behind them and able go out there and do what you want to do. Go out there and, really captivate the audience. and I could just feel the crowd just going down and down and down, and it never got brought back up. And it's like by the end of the match, when the heel turn happened, everybody was like, "What the fuck," you know? And they were kind of pissed by it. So it was like bad heat, you know. And the next thing I want to say is I know everybody shits on the Alexa 9 match, but I'm gonna tell you this: Alexa is a good chicken shit heel. I do think she is. I think that her facial expressions and her mannerisms, she's really good.
Yeah.
But it's just the thing about that was that with the whole message, I mean, I understand it, blah, 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 but that's not where you do that at WrestleMania. That fucking shit should have been just straight up, I'll be honest with you, that match, honestly, I think should have been Bayley and Sasha from the get-go. That should have been Bayley and Sasha.
You know something, though? I got to tell you, you know what? It doesn't matter. Because we had AJ Styles and Shinsuke, and they weren't even allowed to do the right thing. So it wouldn't have even mattered. They would have had a not Bayley and Sasha match. They would have had a blah match. So it doesn't matter. And if anything, Alexa and Nia at least had one of the more sensical stories tonight. Even though I didn't even enjoy it, they sort of had a background to it.
Yeah, and they did. And I mean, Joe, and I know I think probably Jake will agree with this. Like, I you know, we all love the Attitude Era, you know, and we all love, because we were around then, we watched then, and we loved the Attitude Era, we loved the storylines and all that, and how intense the storylines were. They built up for every pay-per-view just intensely. You couldn't wait. And I love a good storyline, but it's just, I just feel like these modern wrestlers, they can't act. They can't sell a storyline, most of them. 90% of them can't.
Because they're thinking about the lines too much. I'll tell you why. They're thinking about their lines too much. There's too many lines, too many words to say. They plan too much stuff out. And what happens when you do that is your character gets lost. When you're allowed with bullet points and you're allowed to go out there and improvise, you're way more carefree, and it's much easier to perform when you're a wrestler. It is very hard to remember these lines, and all these planning and these spots and things like that. And they lose character.
Yeah,
Steve Austin talked about this recently on a podcast. Stone Cold, he was absolutely right. These guys are losing character because of what they're doing, and the writing is terrible. Nobody has a very good character. I can't even believe it. And the answer isn't a bunch of indie spots. The answer is to take what NXT does and try to add more better storylines on top of it. Really good storylines, and then do what NXT does. That is exciting. What WWE did here tonight, I mean, Ronda Rousey and Triple H's matches was great because that match told a great story and seemed legitimate. It seemed like a pretty decent, classic wrestling thing that I thought would have been the third or fourth or fifth best thing tonight, even after I saw it. And it ended up being one of the better things of the night. I'm shocked.
I'm too, and and I want to point somebody out because I think he deserves fucking credit. I'm gonna tell you who that is, and not from tonight, but from last night, and that's Adam fucking Cole. He delivers in everything he fucking does. He makes you believe what he's saying to you. He looks in the camera, and that's another thing that pisses me off, Joe. I don't know if you remember back in the day, dude. Like, I always bring up the Attitude Era and stuff, but even before that, wrestlers looked in the camera and talked to the fucking audience when they gave promos. They didn't look at who the fuck the girl is standing next to them. They looked in the fucking camera to let you know what's going on in their mind. I feel that's a lost art. And Adam Cole does that shit, and he's great. Velveteen's great, and all these, I don't know, man. It's just, thanks for taking my call, man. I'll let you get back to what you're doing, but I just want to make my point on that.
No, I think you're right, 100%. It's that's one of the things that I liked about NXT the other night was I felt like I could feel Ricochet. I could feel his excitement. He looked like he was a big deal, even if you didn't know who Ricochet was. You were like, who is this guy? He just seems like he's really carrying himself very confident and very cool looking. What's he gonna do? And then the moves he does, and then Adam Cole, is Adam Cole, and he seems like a classic heel and a believable guy. And then Velveteen Dream is this character that's just so charismatic and sort of unpredictable and very agile, very interesting to see him in there. You had the two big guys in the match, and they're both dudes who move better than big guys should. And EC3 was in there, and he's got the new gimmick, and so that was cool. So you had all these sort of different
Top
talents.
1%.
Yeah, and they just they did a great job. That match was so good for something that really shouldn't have much of a story because there's a bunch of different wrestlers involved in it, so you can't really tell a personal story like I went to your house and stole your wife or whatever. But you get a bunch of characters in there, and the characters, it seemed like a bunch of different characters were having a match, and then they had all these good moments, and that was better than anything that I thought that happened tonight. I keep going back to it. Even the Cruiserweight match, at least that felt like a competition of wrestling that was going on. I can't believe it. The Cruiserweight match was better than Shinsuke and AJ.
Yeah. And it wasn't a total, kick out at 3 spot fest, It had enough merit to hold its own.
Yeah, they sort of skipped that. It felt like the Cruiserweights, what they did was skip all the false finishes and just do a bunch of shit, and then there'll be an ending.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
it worked out very well. And Monica made a great point. I don't want to forget this either. Kid Rock was not on stage for the Hall of Fame, recap.
Yeah.
I thought that was odd. I thought I just missed him because I was, sending out tweets and whatnot. But
it's probably busy. He was probably body slamming a Democrat, like he said at the Hall of Fame.
that went over like a fucking fart in church. That was bad.
He was like, "Whoops, shit bum."
Next year, WWE will rename itself to World Wrestling Crappin' at WM35. The main event will be Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan versus Terry Funkin' A. Put this company out if business match, and all of us fans will be brain dead by that point. Fuck WWC.
The WWE main roster, Arushin Chu, what's up? They have somehow dumbed down characters. Bobby Roode seems pretty decent in NXT. He comes up to the main roster, he seems like garbage. They dumbed down everybody.
I was at Mania. What made the event okay for me was the unpredictability of it.
Yeah.
I thought most fans would think that the unpredictability would do it for most. Most thought Lesnar, AJ, and Charlotte would lose. However, Beach Ball Mania was better. Lol.
Beach Ball Mania, thanks for the $5. I agreed too. I thought all those things were going to happen. But the problem is I didn't care who won between Roman and Brock. I had hoped for a bigger story to develop. That didn't happen. It sort of happened in the AJ Nakamura match. Shit bomb! Which was terrible.
Last one for the night. Still love you, Joe.
Oh, I love you, Bri Guy. Thank you guys for donating tonight and keeping the show going. I hope you guys go subscribe to my real channel, my other channel, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. And make sure you guys sub to this one and click the bells for everything, because we're going to be going live on this channel until July 2nd. Although we may also go live from Corrupted when that strike is lifted on the 18th of April. And so we definitely need your support. Thank you for that. And patrons, if you can become a patron, check out my Patreon page. That way, if YouTube takes me down everywhere, you can still find me.
Back at WrestleMania 3, Vince told Steamboat and Macho Man to not overshadow Hogan and Andre. They said fuck you and had the greatest match of all time. Too bad Styles and Shinsuke didn't have the cojones to do the same.
Tom is Mop, thanks for the $5. That's a great point. He told them not to overshadow Hogan. And imagine if they didn't. Because I never understood it. Because the Hogan-Andre thing was fucking awesome. And Macho Man versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was fucking awesome. And they were both awesome for two different reasons. And tonight, I will never give a shit about Roman versus Brock Lesnar. And now I will never give a shit about Shinsuke versus AJ. But I'm going to end up saying that Ronda Rousey's match was pretty good. That's fucking pathetic. And we know that Vince does this. There's every example after another of this.
And I wasn't
happening.
reporting it as fact. It's simply an opinion here, but it certainly seems that way. There's enough evidence for us to say Vince has done it before. It's not past the realm of believability that he would say, "Hey, go out there and kill it," but not too much. Even with Roman losing, it could still be the fact that he wants their match to look good. 5 F5s to kick out of, and different table spots and all the spears and the blood. He wanted that match to be the true main event.
Listen, I gotta
certainly seemed that way.
I gotta watch the Shinsuke AJ match again, but I don't think it was necessarily the dead crowd, because I know the crowd was kind of dying at that point. Because did Shinsuke and AJ do anything outside the ring at all? I think they just stayed in the ring. I don't remember it.
Remember.
I kind of liked the ending where Shinsuke was going to Kinshasa him, and then he grabbed him and then brought him up and Styles clashed him. I thought the ending that ending was good. It's kind of like how I thought Stone Cold versus HBK was a really good. I thought it was a good match at WrestleMania 14. I know that they don't like it. They didn't like it. I thought it was pretty good, but I was never crazy about the super kick. He grabs him, spins him around, then kicks him and stuns him. I always thought it could have been a different way. And I think this finish, though, was great. Him grabbing Shinsuke all of a sudden and then Styles clash.
The Kinshasa into the Styles clash, that reversal was perfect.
That should have been a huge pop. The crowd should have exploded there, and it should have been a big moment. So the crowd was dead, I agree. But also, I don't think they'd really built up enough by that. Again, I don't think that the timing was right. Maybe I'm wrong. I am going to watch it again, and I am going to put my final thoughts out tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow on the Joe Cronin Show YouTube channel, make sure you go over to my main channel so you don't miss it. I'm probably going to have a little one-on-one with you guys where I sit here and I re-break it down after watching it again and I can remember everything.
Yeah, but think about it, because right before then, or at least not long before, because it was short anyways, they had a pretty slow back and forth of the calf crusher into the triangle choke, and you thought it looked like AJ was going to pass out for a few minutes, couldn't get out of it, and then that's how they kind of got to the finish. So that drawn-out submission moment usually has more action afterwards, and we didn't really get too much going past that. It was only a couple minutes, and then it ended. So the crowd was really waiting to be wowed. I think everyone felt like there was a lot more to it. We were going to get multiple Styles clashes, multiple finishers, the Kinshasa over and over, and instead we just got that, and that was the ending. Like you said, the ending was something to pop for, but I don't think that anybody expected that to be the finish. I know I didn't.
No, I didn't, and that was interesting that AJ won. I didn't have a problem with that. It was just very weird that, and I get that Shinsuke could turn heel because he keeps losing, and he definitely needs something. He didn't get over as a face like they thought he would. Are they going to turn Bobby Roode heel?
I don't know. And had they not turned Nakamura and he just knelt down and handed him the belt, then I probably would have died inside entirely, because what else is left for him to do? At this point, he has no motivation, nothing to rely or fall back on. What purpose did it serve for him to win the Rumble and then lose in such a deciding fashion? Now you go ahead and you see him. Oh, he's going to be a heel now, so now we can see him be dastardly and conniving. It brings more interest to his character.
Right.
Quickly before we get too far out, too, I don't want to miss this. Old School Matt said, "What dirt did the ref have on Vince for his son Nicholas to get involved in the tag match?"
Yeah, I don't know, man. Isn't Cone the one that took the fucking huge bump when the ring broke?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you're right.
WrestleMania was so bad, let's watch me eliminate Grimm's Toy Show from the GTS Battle Royal. How about that, Grim? I eliminated a 1 million subscriber channel. 1 million subs over the top rope, you sack of shit. Look at this. Right to the balls. How about that? I got my Grimmomania moment, baby, when I eliminated Grimm's Toy Show. Take that, you son of a bitch. Take your 1 million subscribers and stick them up your ass. Sorry, I had to show that.
Hey, you had to go there.
I had to go there, man. I enjoyed throwing Grimm's fucking ass out of that Rumble. How about that? He was all like, "I'm gonna win it for my grandmother and my grandfather." Over the top rope, you fuck. You're next.
Was this before or after Ken screwed Ken?
Oh, that was then later on Ken screwed Ken. Ken made a big mistake, and he went over the top rope.
Ken got the stunner KO, as I call it.
Well, he was asking for it.
He said, "Ref, anywhere, any place, anytime."
You want to see that again? I'll watch that again too. I'll watch all my triumphs. Okay,
I need to see that.
I will
You know what
watch.
the funny part is? I had that same angle. It happened to me when I was the backyard wrestling champion. I went ahead and we set up the storyline just like that, and a friend of mine hit me in the back with a chair. And I wish I still had the tapes from that. It was so fun.
You made a mistake.
I want a shot. You want a shot? Well, do you understand that I'm the fat man that runs the brand? That I run GTS Wrestling every damn day of the week on my channel? I don't have time to fuck around for this. Listen, I'll put this thing up anytime, anywhere, any place. As long as there's a ref around. Well, there's a referee around, but here's the...
I'll put this thing up anytime, anywhere, any place. As long as there's a ref around.
I don't want your damn belt. I don't want your damn belt. But...
See you later, bro.
I don't want your damn belt.
That's my favorite part right there. Oh, I grabbed his balls. Grim had no idea why I was grabbing his balls. I guarantee he was like, what the fuck? Is this what people in Boston do? They grab people's balls? Yes. Here it is in slow-mo. Hey, you never touched a guy's balls who has 1 million subs. But I have.
Or have I?
And on top of that, I got a belt for it, too.
There was this time that I went to a PewDiePie fan meetup, and
oh, you went to a PewDiePie fan meetup, and who's that fucking guy with the green hair? And that guy fucking tried to fuck your ass.
I think there's still an NDA on that. I can't say much. Sorry.
Well, let's take another call from Mr. John's on the phone tonight. It's WrestleMania night. It doesn't feel like it. It's WrestleMania 34 night. It doesn't feel like WrestleMania. And John's on the... Well, John may be gone. I don't know. John's gone. Yeah, how about what we said earlier? You know what I mean? It was like weird that Heyman would tweet out, I'm leaving with the whoever the Universal Champion is tonight. Like, it was clearly like, well, that could mean anything. That could be a swerve to make us think you're going to turn on Brock, and then you really leave with Brock. And that's what that felt like when he tweeted that out.
Yeah.
But none of us wavered on our picks despite that tweet. We were like, nah, I'm going to still stick with Roman anyway. But I really thought, that doesn't mean that Heyman's doing anything. He just wants you to think he is. And maybe at the time, you know, for all we know, Heyman didn't even know the finish at the time he tweeted.
It's like going against the Globetrotters. How can you go against freaking Roman? You know, you just...
Yeah, at this point.
It has to happen.
They'll do anything. 315 is on the phone. What's up, 315?
Oh, not much, man. I'm in awe over Brock Lesnar winning.
Yeah, that was a big surprise.
I got done watching the Mets game, which went 12 innings, by the way.
Damn.
We won.
Probably better than fucking Mania. I didn't even see the Bruins hockey game. I didn't even care. I actually watched Mania.
But yo, you got Paul Heyman calling out Brock Lesnar, saying he was going to the UFC. I mean, is Brock Lesnar going to like drop the title?
That's what, you know, Jake was talking about, him just putting it down. I hope that doesn't happen. That seems so ridiculous. But at the same time,
but it doesn't. But it doesn't. I mean, think about it. You could bring back the King of the Ring. I mean, that'd be a good option.
That is a great idea. I didn't think of that, but I think a more. You're right. It would protect Brock too, because then he could leave without losing. But maybe
if he wants to come back, leave that door open.
Maybe he loses tomorrow night on Raw.
To who?
To Roman.
A rematch? How do you get a rematch after you're lost when you're the number one contender?
I have no idea, but who knows with WWE at this point? I agree it's stupid. I don't like it, but doesn't it feel like something's got to happen tomorrow? This was fucking horrible.
I don't think anything's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, we got the Undertaker 1. The Undertaker shouldn't have won. And not only did he win, he won in like a ridiculous fashion. Like
I
Goldberg fashion.
I disagree
Like,
on
he
my
destroyed him.
On my prediction show. I said the Undertaker was going to win, and I really thought he was going to win in sort of the way he did. And the reason is because he was so killed, he was so dead. It felt wrong with the way he left off. And so now they built the Undertaker back up again, and he'll lose again eventually to somebody.
But my question for you is, does he get a push, and does he get a push to WrestleMania next year where he'll finally lose?
Undertaker,
and that's going to
I'm
be
sure
the
this
end of
wasn't
it.
his last, and he's going to be at the greatest battle royal coming up in Saudi Arabia at the end of the month. So
No, he's not, because he'll lose. You don't want to put him in a fucking
he was
place where
originally
he's gonna
announced
lose.
to be in the battle royal when they first announced it, the 50-man battle royal. They announced Daniel Bryan in there as well. Originally, the Undertaker was announced that he was going to go ahead.
Originally, plans change. Like we learned tonight, plans change.
Plans do change, but he is announced for the battle royal.
I do think the Undertaker will probably now lose again to somebody else. And
he's not going to. I guarantee you. Dude,
you think this was it? You
he's
think
not going to?
You think they didn't like that he lost the way it went last year? So this year was kind of like a nostalgia act, and then he really is gone.
No, I think they fucked up. I think the Undertaker should have retired this year with the championship, and Brock Lesnar never should have had it.
But so he's going to come back next year again?
Yeah, they fucked up.
Okay.
You know what? He said SummerSlam last year, I do not want to be known as the guy that lives by WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was Survivor Series, when he came back and told everybody on SmackDown.
Survivor Series,
he didn't want to be known as the guy well.
Yeah, no, it's all good, but yeah. He said he was going to dig holes, bury souls, and WrestleMania no longer defined him. And nothing came of it, and we never saw him until now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, Raw took him. Hey, John, what's up?
Hello.
Hello. Buenos noches. What's up?
WrestleMania was okay for me.
Yep.
But
what'd you like?
What was that?
What did you like?
I didn't like the Universal Championship match.
But what did you like?
I like the IC title match was great, but it's lackluster.
But it was lackluster. How did you like WrestleMania then?
The Ronda Rousey match.
So one match was good?
Yep, and the IC championship.
And the IC belt and the IC match was pretty good.
Yes. Do you think that Raw after WrestleMania will be better than WrestleMania 2 to 4?
I think is a possibility. As dumb as Raw has been, that it's a possibility because of the crowd. Tomorrow night might be more fun than this night. I'm not even kidding, and that's terrible. But I think that that's honestly the truth. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it might be true. But then again, they might kill the crowd just like last year they did. Elias, what's up, Elias?
Yo.
What's up, Elias? How you doing, man?
Elias was there.
Yeah. I was there for 7 long fucking hours.
Give us a take of things we didn't see on screen.
Elias,
what happened after
Elias
Roman lost?
From Montreal to New Orleans, what was it like?
Yeah, I'm so tired, but I'm gonna make it quick. Asuka losing was so bullshit. Like, why? She's been so good for 400 days and lose to Charlotte. What's next?
I don't know. She's done. She's done now because now she's like Shinsuke with no character, and she's not even a heel. So fucking, she's done.
And Taker winning in 2 minutes. We've been waiting 1 year for Taker, and he win in 2 minutes.
You know what though? Quite frankly, I'm happy he won fast because I don't think he would have given you a good match. I think to protect The Undertaker to make The Undertaker look as good as possible. They had him do a lot of shit within like 5 minutes, and they did the Goldberg-Lesnar match from last year. I didn't mind that. I think if he had been in like a dragging out match, it would have been boring. I honestly believe they made the right choice with The Undertaker. I know that everyone's shocked it was fast. I'm not. And immediately I said, oh my God, they're doing the Goldberg-Lesnar match from last year. And I really, even though it was short, I really believe it was the right decision, because remember the match he had with Roman last year? Ooh, that was ugly. So I don't know. That's why I think it was the best he could do.
Yeah, Braun Strowman and a kid. Of all, I was waiting for a Samoa Joe to come out.
You were.
Everyone.
Anybody.
Hey, Vince knew you were waiting for it too. Vince knew you were waiting for it. Vince knew you thought you were waiting for Samoa Joe, Dean Ambrose. Well, it's the... Nope.
The crowd seemed to eventually get behind who he picked, obviously, because it was a child.
You can't root against a little kid. You can't root against him.
So the crowd fell into it, but how is the crowd more so, around you when Braun was walking around trying to pick a partner? Did it seem like that was just going to be a swerve and someone was still going to come out, or what did you guys think?
So what now? The kid's gonna do full time now, or is he gonna drop it tomorrow?
By the way, let me just clear this. Elias is not autistic. Elias has a Montreal accent. He is French Canadian. He has a Montreal accent. He's not autistic. He speaks 2 languages. Chances are you speak 1, and you're fucking probably retarded at yours. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Elias.
Thanks. And Brock Lesnar match, everyone was pissed off about it. Like, everyone was like, "Oh, this is awful."
We heard you. We heard the "this is awful" chants, like, very loud.
Yeah, this was. I didn't like it. Me and my girl didn't like it. She was like, "We paid $600 for this to see." It's like Brock versus Cena at SummerSlam, but we're doing it with Brock and Roman this year.
I'm not
the same thing.
I'm not trying to suck my own ass, but we hung out and partied with a couple of people last year at WrestleMania, and they legitimately emailed me and they said, and this is kind of self-serving, and I actually can't believe they said this, but they legitimately emailed me and said, Joe, hanging out with you guys was the funnest part of Mania. Not Access, not even Mania. Like, hanging out with you guys was funner. And I go, what the fuck? You got to be trying to suck. You're joking, right? And they were like, I am not joking. And like, we were so happy. And I'm like, that is fucking horrible. Like, what? And I thought WrestleCon too was my favorite moment of WrestleMania last year. I had the most fun hanging out at WrestleCon. Getting to see Bubba Ray Dudley and him, joking with me about almost killing me one time. Ryback not accepting my apology really, and but sort of doing it and chewing me out, and meeting all these people I knew. Seeing my friends from Boston down there, I had more fun hanging out with all those people and hanging out with Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy and Jeff rolled out the red carpet. I had more fun with all that than everything else. It's fucking crazy. Elias, I don't know how you did it. Where were you? Wait a minute. Where were you sitting? What was your vantage point? Where were you sitting?
Up, like last before level, one before the last level, and up, way up, like too far from the ring, and we had to look at the screen the whole time.
Wow, because so $500 gets you second to last level. Holy shit!
Well, at least you didn't get shot.
Yeah, and I'm going to Raw, not Raw, Mania, New York next year. Maybe we could meet there.
You got to go there. It's going to be way easier for you to get down there. I mean, I will see you at WrestleMania in New York next year. We're going to get a bar. We're going to rent a fucking thing. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have a party, though. Somehow we're going to have a party in New York.
Drink.
Oh, we're going to drink, yeah. We're going to get hammered.
But thanks for allowing me to talk about Mania.
Yeah, it's okay, man. I'll let you go, Elias. Get some sleep, man. Are you going home tomorrow?
Nah, I'm going to Raw after Mania.
Oh, excellent. Have fun.
Yeah, call us from Raw tomorrow. Have fun with that. I hope that's good. That might be good tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm flying tomorrow after Raw directly.
Oh, Jesus. Good luck with that.
What is the flight? How long it takes, what about 4 or 5 hours to get home?
Like, I need to fly to an airport, then
Oh.
I need to do a transfer
Oh, so
to
it's
another
not.
flight.
It's not
to
a straight
Montreal.
shot. Are you going to stop in Boston or are you going to stop in New York?
New York.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, well, cool, man. Elias, man.
But next year, I'm coming to New York next year.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm guaranteed.
We're going to see you in New York. We will definitely see you. I might see some of you guys at SummerSlam this summer in Brooklyn. So, Elias.
I'm coming.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
be
coming
there.
too. I'm coming all over you. Elias. all right, I'll see you, Elias.
Bye,
I'll
man.
talk to you later, man.
I would almost rather go to the Raw after. Thank you, Elias. I'd rather go to the Raw after Mania than Mania at this point.
It's fun. It's funner to hijack the shows now than anything else because it's just so shitty. You feel like you're trolling. How sad is it that you just want to troll? 336. Welcome to the WrestleMania review. What's up?
Yo, my name's Jordan. How you guys doing?
What's up, Jordan?
Good. How you doing?
Yo, man, this WrestleMania, it was like, I would say it's anticlimactic. It's like, I feel like just it had so much hype behind it. Like I haven't watched WrestleMania in a couple years, and I felt like, oh, this is the one that I should purchase. This is the one that I should, buy for pay-per-view and watch.
But it was free.
I'm glad I did. Oh, I didn't even know. But I mean, I watched it on YouTube. So.
Oh shit.
But I mean, yeah. So like.
I did buy it on
first match.
Dude, I bought it on pay-per-view just because it looks fucking phenomenal on pay-per-view as opposed to the network. But yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. What did you think about first match?
Yeah. Okay. So like the first match, it was okay. Like I really think I thought Finn Balor was going to come out winning. Like I really wanted Finn Balor to win. I felt like that would have been the push that he needed, other than like the Universal Championship. He would have had like something else attached to his name other than that. And like Seth Rollins winning, I mean, it was kind of easy for you to kind of predict that. I mean, I don't know. To me, I feel like that was just too predictable for Seth Rollins to win. Another thing, I feel like Daniel Bryan really did good. I feel like that was a pretty good match. Asuka disappointed me. I thought that she was going to win. I thought Shinsuke was going to win. I really wanted Shinsuke to win. I thought that would have been perfect.
And
Like, I would have.
I can appreciate the different people won that we didn't get what we thought was going to happen. My issue is the matches, because in the end, I just wanted good matches, and I don't feel I got that with those matches, like you just said. And the way that Asuka tapped out, it just would have felt way better if they'd had a war.
That was dumb.
I mean,
feel like that was dumb as fuck.
Charlotte got beat up most of the match and then put her in a fucking submission, and then she tapped out, and it was just like, didn't seem like, it felt like they for undefeated and one of the best women's wrestlers, Charlotte, you thought they would have had a fucking just a beatdown battle, and then maybe someone had to tap out, and then you would have felt justified, but it felt like they robbed her.
Asuka, like, I love Asuka because she got me into like the women's, like actually being interested in the women's matches. Not all of them, of course, but at least the ones that Asuka was in. Like I actually like enjoyed myself during the Royal Rumble. When I seen that she won, like when I seen what she had to go through that match, I'm thinking, okay, she's gonna earn herself a championship at WrestleMania. Like this is her time. And then for her to just tap out, it was just so, I don't know. I feel like they forgot all of the things that they set up, and I don't even know what Vince was trying to do with this WrestleMania. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, somebody said, in the chat, somebody said, "Oh, McGregor tapped out." I'm like, yeah, well, McGregor tapped out, but but he also was a beast for fucking months before that. So, I mean,
well, it's different from tapping out in UFC and then tapping out in something that's scripted. When you're supposed, like, these characters are meant to, like have an impact on us. It's purposeful. Like Conor McGregor, he does his thing, but like anybody can lose in UFC. Not like people have choices on who loses.
They could have had they could have had Asuka pass out too. They could have done that. They could have done a whole bunch of other things.
I mean, I feel like because I was watching earlier, I like what you said earlier. I like what you said about they should have had Asuka win, and then they should have just had her lose her belt like later on, probably like at the next pay-per-view, because I feel like that would have been a better story.
Yeah, why not just, I don't understand that. Like, it's like, okay, make Asuka win, wow, and then all of a sudden she gives it back to Charlotte. They can go their separate ways. And it's like,
let her have her WrestleMania moment. Like, I feel like they just screwed a lot of people out of their moments and just gave it to people that we've seen have their moments before. Like, And then I laughed earlier when Coach said that was Seth Rollins' best moment. Like, that shit was funny because no, it wasn't. That match was so predictable. I knew Seth Rollins was gonna win. My little brother even said it before, like, he even heard the match going on. He just heard everybody that was in the match and was like, "Oh, Seth Rollins is gonna win."
What I will say about that is a lot of people thought Finn was gonna win. People thought Miz was. I thought a lot of people were divided on that match. But what I will say is, you know, Coach saying that. I mean, he has been saying some ridiculous stuff that just makes you don't know what he's saying. He's just saying.
Who was
shit.
asking for Coach to come back? Like, what fans were asking for him to come back? I know I wasn't.
He is maybe doing a better job than Booker T, but it's like, at least Booker T was so ridiculous that it was funny. But Coach is just saying, he's saying company man type of stuff, but he's a good guy. I talked to him on Twitter and he was cool what he said, but shout out to Coach if he's listening. But it's just it's just company man stuff and it doesn't sound right. Jordan, I'm gonna let you go, man. Good shit, good call.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you, man. Good shit. One of the better callers of tonight. Let's hit up the donations. We'll see what's going on over there.
Yeah.
We get some subscriber alerts.
New subscriber.
Who subscribed? Who did it? Oh! Fire Prince 96 has subscribed. Imagine if I did that to every subscriber. People would unsub if that happened. Tommy NC wants to call in again. Why? Was he going to fart?
Yeah, he said he wants to call back in.
Yeah, well, I want you to jump. Now, Brendan, what's up? Brendan Brown, thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you very much. Pour me a beer. In fact, I think I might go grab a beer in a minute because this is just fucking. God damn it.
I'm trying to pull through on the news and see if I had any new updates.
Yeah, Charlotte, if she's injured, I'd like to hear that, but we can't figure that out.
People said at an interview afterwards she seemed okay.
Dalla. Oh, that's even worse then. Breaking.
Sup, Joe and Jake.
Oz.
Based on reactions, I guess I'm glad I was working during most of WrestleMania.
Yes.
I did get to watch a chunk of it during the replay, but not sure on my rating. Great review as always, Joe.
Breaking Oz 96, thank you. Thanks, man, for supporting the show like you always do, Breaking Oz. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it, a 4 out of 10. The Ronda Rousey match was one of my favorite things that happened tonight. I love Charlotte walking into the ring with that title, too. She looked I thought she looked beautiful, to be honest. Like, people make fun of her. Nigeria Prince, thank you for subbing. 815 is calling. What's up, 815?
What's going on, Joe? First time caller. How you doing?
Oh, baby. You know what I do when you first time caller? No, I'm just kidding. What's going on? What do you think of WrestleMania?
All right, man. So there's probably only going to be like 3 things possibly that I remember from this by tomorrow.
Me too.
One of them, obviously, is the Undertaker match. You said you liked it a little bit earlier. I think the timing of it was all wrong. I think John Cena and Undertaker, that plane sailed. They missed that by about a couple of years. That should have happened before the streak was broken. It took away a lot for me just because of that reason. It basically was a nostalgia act. It was a 3-minute squash match with John Cena and The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Didn't it kind of remind you of that? It reminded you of it reminded me of like a reboot. You know when they how Roseanne just came back on the air? It's like when you watch a reboot that just came back and you're like, I like this, but like it wasn't like quite right. It wasn't like the old thing. It was surreal almost, but okay. But
it was surreal, but not in the right way. Like I said, I think if that match had taken place before the Brock Lesnar match happened at WrestleMania and the streak was still on the line, man, that could have been something special. But it ended up just being literally go through the motions, 1, 2, 3, snake eyes, all the simple bullshit moves that Undertaker does every match. Let him do all that, make people happy, end of the match, 3 minutes long. And what is that?
It is weird, but I can appreciate that they did it because I don't think they would have done it if it hadn't have been the way they did it here. But what I'll say is it was kind of like we got Cena versus Undertaker, but we didn't really get Cena versus Undertaker.
Exactly. It was there in for show only. It wasn't anything special about it. It was just there.
And you know what? Dude, our match, our 2K match, other than the screw job ending last night, Jake, I think the fucking match last night was building to be better than this one if it had a better finish.
Minus the finish, it was much more exciting.
And here's the only other thing I'm going to say actually about it, Joe. The whole match itself. You got Daniel Bryan, who has been off the show forever, neck injuries. We all know the whole history there. Finally gets cleared. I won't remember a goddamn thing about him even being at WrestleMania come next week.
I enjoyed his Basaiku knee kick to Sami Zayn to end the match, and I probably won't watch that match again either. Yeah, I agree. It was more about the story, but in the end, it didn't matter too much. But
it was a whole bunch of rushed bullshit just to get it on TV, and there was no thought put to it other than just let's put it out there and get it over with.
I agree. I'm happy Daniel Bryan was back. I was cheering for him a little bit here. But I think also having him get beaten up before WrestleMania kind of took a little bit away because we haven't seen him take any bumps yet. In a weird way, it would have been cool if they cleared him and he said that he was going to wrestle at WrestleMania, or Daniel Bryan just said he was going to wrestle at WrestleMania and the clearing stuff never happened. And then like they started a storyline. Because remember this, I said this to Jake before. They should have done a storyline with Daniel where it came out that the WWE wouldn't clear him because they were afraid of what could happen. And they sort of did the Stone Cold injury thing. And they kept saying, you're not allowed to wrestle, Daniel. You won't be there. And then Daniel's like, I'm going to be there no matter what. And Shane didn't have a partner. And then, it turns out that Daniel was cleared. And, he comes out as a surprise at WrestleMania. That would have been way more interesting. But instead, we saw him get beat up. He can compete. They did the whole
Now, there's a mystery
thing.
Partner.
Yeah, that's the mystery partner. And then you just don't do what you did with Braun. And
I even said that night on SmackDown, had they not told us that he had gotten cleared and he had just started attacking and getting beat down, that would have been a surprise. But to hold it off till Mania and have Shane be like, well, I need to find a partner, and then Bryan comes through the curtain. Oh, imagine the real ovation. People would not expecting it and just speculating somebody else would be his partner.
But in the end, it was one of those returns.
The only reason I knew it was WrestleMania was because it was a sign-up. It did not feel like WrestleMania. Here we are a couple hours removed from it, and I've already forgotten most of the show.
I
what does that say?
I mean, there's a poll right now on ProWrestling.net, and it shows that the number one voted match of the night by the fans was Ronda Rousey. Number 2 was Charlotte versus Asuka.
That's exactly how I'm marking mine.
And number 3 was between the IC and Daniel Bryan.
That's so funny. That's exactly about what I'm coming up with. How crazy is that? Everyone else felt the same way.
Yeah.
Or at least according to that website's poll.
Yeah, these fans are usually, on the mark. Pun intended, but...
That is wild, dude.
And Nicholas becoming the tag champ beat a 15-year-old record, with Rene Dupree being the youngest ever champion on WWE's main roster. Dupree won the tag team titles at age 19 in 2003.
They hate him. They hate him, don't they? He's one of the lawsuit guys.
So it makes sense to clear off another record. He won with La Resistance when they defeated RVD and Kane.
Oh, my God, no.
Nicholas is 10, so this is a record that will probably never be broken.
Oh, my God, I'm dead. Dude, I am dead. Oh, my God, I'm so dead right now. That is so funny.
It certainly is a bit shocking, too, and... Filthy Banana made a great point, too, saying Roman can't be the face with Bryan back, and he feels like WWE did a hard reset tonight to start a new direction. Braun winning in such a fashion perfectly sets up, AOP coming up to take the belts in their own debut. That might be true. We could see something like that happen. And I just want to let you know that the number calling in with 360 is Scott Frame. He got a new phone number, and he's a patron trying to call in. So.
Oh, what's up, Scotty? Yeah, I'll try to get you on, man. There's so many calls on the screen right now, but I will try to get you in. I'll call. We'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it certainly is a possibility that they did this with Braun, and with Bryan being back, they know that they can't have their pie and eat it too. So certainly feels that way because they've done everything possible to build him up, and then they didn't pull the trigger with Roman. It's very odd.
We got, what the hell? We got a bunch of people on the phone. I just hung up on somebody. 214, what's up?
Hey, what's good, Joe?
What's going on, man?
Yo, you made a comment earlier. You said that this show would have been good if you're on drugs and you were drinking.
Yep. Well, maybe.
I can literally tell you that's false.
man, I'm sorry. It must be even worse though if you're on drugs and drinking then.
Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? I can't lie though. My dick got hard whenever Triple H and Stephanie came out. I was fucking with that entrance.
Yeah, it was a cool entrance. I liked it. It was pretty cool. It's too bad Stephanie had all that leather on. I like when she's like, if she showed her tummy or something. I don't know.
Speaking of tummy, dude, Nia Jax, what the fuck? Did it look like she had like a golden diaper on, or what the fuck, dude?
Dude, I couldn't believe she was wearing like Stephanie's outfit, but for her size. It was from years ago. It was really weird. Dude, she ate all the catering is gone.
Yeah, dude, that was a weak ass match, dude. Like that whole, and then Braun, oh my goodness, dude, that shit pissed me the hell off. I guess the WWE's pulling children out of school now and turning them against their own will to be a fucking fighter, you know?
Did you hear Braun at one point yell at the kid too? He was like, "Get in the ring!
Get in the ring!"
Died when that happened. He was like, "Get in there!"
He was like a scorpion. He was like, "Get over here!"
I guess the next SmackDown, or no, Raw after WrestleMania is going to be fucking sponsored by Fogel and Subway or whatever.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Yeah, Nia will lose the weight, and then, you'll get a kid on top of the whole fucking thing. 214, thank you. That call, if I wasn't pressed, I'd leave that guy on the show the whole thing.
That was great.
I will take your call every time. Please call back next time. Wow, that was funny.
That drugs and drinking did not save WrestleMania. He is a firsthand.
That call might have been my WrestleMania moment right there. That guy's call. Thank you so much, bro. That was great. Scott Frame's on the phone. What's up, Mr. Frame?
How's it going, sir?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm pretty depressed right now from what we just saw, but whatever.
Hey, buddy. Fuck you, buddy.
What's up, Jake?
Fuck you, baby. What the fuck did I just watch?
Fuck you, guy.
I'm left very confused with WrestleMania. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, or if they even know what the fuck they're doing. But I did find out that John Cone is that kid's dad.
Yeah.
So the referee, John Cone.
We brought that up earlier. Yeah.
Well, what the hell did John have on Vince to get his son into the freaking tag match?
Yeah, something is
up. What kind of dirt did he have pulled out? He caught Vince in back with Sasha Banks. He was using her forehead for target practice with his dick, and got that on video.
He was the referee when Braun and Big Show destroyed the ring, and he took the bump out of the ring. So, maybe Vince is repaying him for taking that.
I said that earlier. I said he was the one that took the bump. I thought the same thing. I'm like, Vince was like, anything you want, we owe you after that one. That was a great bump. Oh, yeah? Well, my kid wants to come in the ring.
Vince is like, well, almost anything. He's like, no, seriously, my son wants to.
No, he wants to get in the ring, Vince. Oh, I thought I'm sorry. After all the years of Pat Patterson, I thought something else.
I thought you meant the kid dungeon ring.
Is this kid gonna get beat up or something? Like
I hope
they
so.
Don't do that on TV.
I hope
Kenny
Nicholas
Omega style.
I hope Nicholas gets put in a bulldog.
Well, Triple H did say yesterday that Tommaso Ciampa was going to do something next that we were not going to like. So maybe Ciampa beats up this kid now.
Yeah, maybe. I think he's going to give him a reverse mohawk. That's my guess. And then
we got two part-time champions. I don't understand what, like. I had a friend of mine here who we watch all the shows together. He's like, "What the fuck was that?"
The tag belts are a joke. The tag belts are now a joke. If they weren't already.
I'm referring to the whole show. Like the Adam Cole was the best. He was the MVP of the whole weekend to me. Personally.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this was atrocious. Absolutely.
And Reigns bleeding like. My friend did mention that he looked like he had blood packets, like in his hair, and it wasn't real blood. I mean, I don't know, but
Brock can cut people open, but the blood did look very orangish too. So I've seen it both ways. I'm honestly not sure.
I'm not sure either, but we do know that he busted open Randy Orton really badly with that same elbow. So I'm assuming it was real, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. But all I know is that was not the match that needed to have blood in it, and sure enough, it got it, and it didn't matter. But it needed it. You know, Charlotte's match or Tommaso Ciampa's match the other night could have had blood, and it would have made it way awesome. It was already awesome, and maybe you could argue against me. Maybe you'd say, no, Joe, those matches were so good they didn't need blood. You know, this match did need blood because there was nothing going on. Okay, maybe you could make that argument, but I took it as a waste because I see Stone Cold and Bret Hart, who had a really good match. It was elevated by blood. Just like Finn Balor and Samoa Joe's inadvertent blood elevated their NXT match a year and a half ago or whatever it was, 2 years ago.
I just felt there was a caller earlier, and who it was, said it was very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I agree with that, whoever that caller was. It just, everything felt weird. Like, you had that with Braun, that go back to that kid, everyone was like, oh, it's going to be Samoa Joe, Dean Ambrose, Big Cass, or Colin Cassidy, where the fuck he's going by when he comes back. And now it's a fucking kid. Like, I get they want to make national news, like Yahoo. Like, it just was weird.
What a troll job, dude. What a troll job. And listen, I got to thank everybody. Like, that really was. Like, I was laughing. I was looking at Leah. I was like, ha ha! Like, I was fucking, like, not a good laugh either. Scotty Frame, man, I love you, bro. Thanks for being a patron. Thank you for being here. And goddamn, we gained, 700 subs on, over here on JCS Gaming Channel. But again, I am going to plead and beg with you, if you enjoy what we did tonight, my normal channel has 55,000 subscribers. It's youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Please subscribe to my real big channel, Joe Cronin Show. That's where my daily wrestling videos, podcasts, and all these other things go. We're just temporarily over here doing live streams because of the YouTube strike. And also my Twitch was suspended because Impact Wrestling is a bunch of fucking cunts.
Evil bastards.
And yeah, man, I mean, we're getting close to the end here, to where we, the point of no return. But we had a match to preview, Undertaker versus Cena, the other night. I just want to sort of like show you some of that because the ending is simply ridiculous. And we're going to have a rematch tonight, as I promised, in 2K.
I'll be right back.
Sure, Jake. But this is what happened. This is why. This is the type of glitches you see in 2K, everybody. This glitch
is unbelievable, and now Cena rights to the head of the Undertaker.
We haven't seen this level of tenacity from John Cena in quite some time. Here he goes.
And now Undertaker's up. Wait a second. He reversed the tombstone and DDT by John Cena. I think Undertaker was going for the tombstone. And now Cena, gut-wrench powerbomb. I'll tell you what, so far, if there's one word to describe this match between John Cena and The Undertaker at WrestleMania on the Joe Cronin Show, it's power. Oh, whoa, what a shot by The Undertaker right to the ribs. And look out! DDT!
One hell of a swing DDT. Here we go for another pinfall.
That might be it. The head. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I thought he... Oh, man. Undertaker didn't get him.
I thought that was it, Joe. I thought that was it.
I thought we were going to get the payoff after The Undertaker had softened up the head of Cena and then to drop him on that DDT. And there's a big sidewalk slam by the Taker, and he just right there just stared at John Cena like, what in the hell do I have to do here?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
This match is off the page right now, folks.
Wait till you see how it ends.
Undertaker with a boot to Cena's head. Now picking him up. Look at that over the top. Arm drag by Cena. I don't know if that can get it done. And Undertaker grabbing the rope. Wait a second.
Undertaker had the rope.
Wait a second. Oh my goodness. There's going to be controversy here. Son of a bitch.
Cena stealing a victory from The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Son of a bitch, no! Undertaker grabbed the rope, the referee never saw it! Unbelievable, no!
The veteran Undertaker used the ring awareness, reached the ropes, and the referee just did not see him do so.
That's earlier when the Undertaker spiked the head of John Cena. We thought it might be over right there because of how Undertaker had softened the blow. He couldn't believe he didn't get the pin. Look at this. Over the top, shoulder drag, arm drag, and look at that's all it was, a simple little move. And Taker, after a 1, grabbed the rope. The referee, look at the referee. He never sees it. John Cena knocked his arm off the rope. And by then, the referee looked up, and he didn't see it. It was gone. But Taker got his arm on the goddamn rope. John Cena.
The fans chanting bullshit in unison.
This is, I gotta say it, that was absolute bullshit. John Cena. I'll tell you what, I don't know if even Cena knows that the Undertaker got his arm on the rope. Ridiculous. That referee has some explaining to. Are they together? What the hell's going on right now? What's going to happen tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw when they see everybody here saw the Undertaker grab the rope? Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
That was classic.
Most ridiculous thing ever, dude. Dude, I got to tell you, man, that might have been, I mean, that was pretty exciting.
What a glitch and fucking just epic fall flat ending. It was so controversially screwed that it just made that whole match that much more memorable.
I couldn't believe that, man. I mean, that match was actually pretty good. Like, that match, that 2K match was interesting. It was fun. And then it ended that way. It was just fucked up. So, guys, right now, I'm promising you, we are now going to the rematch of The Undertaker versus John Cena. The rematch, I promised you, and Jake promised you last night. And listen, tomorrow night, I want to remind you, right here, we're going to be live for the Monday Night Raw review. And then we'll be live Tuesday for the SmackDown review. And then we'll be live Wednesday for Out of Nowhere, the podcast, live on YouTube. And then Friday we'll be live for Monetize This, which is an over-the-top non-wrestling show that is over 150 episodes strong now. And
going strong.
We look forward to you for that. And if you missed our 2-hour podcast on Saturday night on Patreon, you gotta go become a patron. It was free for everybody, but the audio is up on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Check it out, guys. That podcast has no interruptions. It is just, it's all mature audience, warning, It's fucking vulgar. It's very vulgar shit. And here we go.
Let's get right into it. After John Cena defeated The Undertaker in quite an unconventional manner. We're not sure if he paid off the referee or what, Joe, but certainly was able to get the victory there. The Undertaker responds to John Cena at WrestleMania and beats John Cena in less than 3 minutes flat. John wants his revenge, and he's here the night after WrestleMania at Raw in New Orleans.
I mean, here it is, man. I can't believe what we saw last night, where The Undertaker grabbed the rope. But see, you can never get that moment back because that was WrestleMania where The Undertaker grabbed that rope. Okay? That's the problem here.
That is true.
Undertaker grabbed that rope.
The loss adds on to his record. The streak has already been broken, but that's another tick in his history.
He gets a loss at WrestleMania. Holy shit, was that loud. He gets a loss at WrestleMania, and that referee can just keep going on. By the way, we're in Paris, France. If you can believe it, Jake.
We apparently flew quite a long ways.
We flew all the way across the entire ocean to bring you this match. This is crazy.
No doubt about it tonight. The Undertaker is here. He accepted John Cena's rematch because he demanded it. Undertaker looking for vengeance after that screwjob finish.
This place is absolutely coming unglued for The Undertaker. These people saw what happened at WrestleMania when The Undertaker clearly grabbed the rope, yet the hand of the referee came down for the 3 count anyway, and John Cena got an illegitimate victory, in my opinion. Obviously, you saw it over over The Undertaker did John Cena, and it's absolutely ridiculous, but will it be rectified tonight as the dead man? His presence is felt all the way to the Eiffel Tower.
Sorry, Joe, I was a bit distracted. The Undertaker's Pyro singed off one of my eyebrows as the dead man makes his iconic entrance into the Paris arena.
Well, you know something? I heard they've got great hospitals here in Paris. I'm sure you go down there and get some plastic surgery. You'd be just fine.
Better than before.
Look at this! The Undertaker! We couldn't even bring the WWE ring to Paris. We had to use a ring that was here in Paris at a local gymnasium where Parlez-vous bon fuck yourself wrestles. But this
I heard
is
he's
incredible.
a very nice man. Makes a delicious croissant, Joe. Watch what you say.
No, he does. He makes a great croissant, I'll tell you. The Undertaker is all focus here on Monday Night Raw. And oh my goodness, look at this.
I still have chills.
The hair on the back of my neck may never sit down. And here comes the villain of the evening. The man these fans feel cheated. What the hell is going on? What is this, Ring of Honor?
The feed was interrupted for a second. I'm sorry, I spilled my drink on the desk and we lost service, but we're back, folks. Don't worry.
I swear to God, if you spill another drink, you're fired, Jake, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, Joe, I get extra thirsty, but we're back. Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect making his way to the ring at this point in time. Look at that cocky, arrogant smile he has. I love it.
Oh, yeah, he's real proud of himself. John Cena's real proud of himself. He got an illegitimate victory over The Undertaker the other night when The Undertaker grabbed the rope, and John Cena, for some reason, still gets the victory.
Illegitimate, Joe. Vince McMahon says whatever the referee calls is as it stands. John Cena got that victory fair and square. His shoulders were on the mat. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, obviously the referee made a mistake, you know, but it's just so frustrating when you see a legend like The Undertaker and he gets robbed out of a WrestleMania victory, or at least a WrestleMania loss that at least shouldn't have been there, it seems.
Brewing another loss on that infamous record that he has.
But these fans, some of them are cheering John Cena, many of them, though, are booing. And I gotta believe, you know, it's not necessarily John Cena's fault that the referee made a mistake the other night. And here we go.
Different referee tonight. That was per The Undertaker's demand, not even request.
Absolutely. They got rid of that honky motherfucker from last night. And Undertaker there with a backbreaker, I believe, on Cena. Now measuring with a double axe handle across the back.
That's right. So good you thought it was once in a lifetime. We brought it to you twice. Undertaker squaring up John Cena, wasting no time to come after his opponent.
And now, look at this. Big elbow right across the back. It looks like The Undertaker's targeting Cena's back. I'll tell you, since the beginning of this match now. And now Taker just ramming the head of Cena right into the buckle. Look out, John Cena!
Ty Dillinger would be proud. 10 shots at the turnbuckle as this arena comes unglued. Oh, but John Cena making a reversal quick.
Undertaker's livid, though. And now, that was a good reversal there by Cena, but there's a big snapmare by John
the
Cena.
Size 37 shoe of The Undertaker wasting no time to take Cena back down.
And Cena, you can already see he's feeling that pain in the back, and now he gets another shot across the back. Undertaker off the rope. Again, he hooks the rope. What was that?
Using a bit of psychology to take out the mind games of The Undertaker.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought The Undertaker. Oh, man. Undertaker was going for the tombstone, and then Cena caught him and spiked the back of The Undertaker's head off the canvas. And now Taker reversed off the rope. Here he comes. Big clothesline by John Cena.
Gotta love John Cena. He can wave to his adoring fans and still find time to knock the teeth out of The Undertaker, Joe.
And now Undertaker, that fall-away slam, and now a kick right to the face. Undertaker's been like a man possessed today in Japan. Someone earlier said konnichiwa to him, and he punched him in the face. Oh, we're in Paris. I'm sorry. That's your fault, Jake.
Sorry, I forgot to bring my pocket dictionary with us. Oh, wow.
Look
the
at
second
that.
rope.
Once again, The Undertaker going for the back, and it was off the second rope with a sidewalk slam, a 2. Oh, so close for The Undertaker, who has absolutely been targeting John Cena's back since the very get-go of this match. He went to the second rope. We saw him deliver multiple sidewalk slams to John Cena the other day in that match. And today he goes to the second rope with it. And now again, there's another one.
I believe that's the third sidewalk slam in that match. He goes ahead, gets back up. Undertaker wasting no time, catches his breath immediately. He looks fantastic.
John Cena's got to be aware of this at this point, that obviously Undertaker is targeting his back, now wrenching the face, the head, the neck. And shoves him away there, steps right on the fingers of Cena. And now, again, now the submission maneuver. Look at this, the camel clutch. Trying to stretch out that back even more, and Cena in desperation stepped away, and now setting up Undertaker maybe. He's got to be aware of that back injury now. You know that John Cena's back isn't doing well.
Look at that. The champ is here. The Undertaker tried saying the chump is here. John Cena saluting and throwing it right into Undertaker's face. Off the ropes.
Look at these tackles by Cena.
Oh, here we go. Could it be?
Look out.
Vintage John Cena, Joe.
And now Cena trying to get cute with The Undertaker. Here it comes, the 5-knuckle shuffle from Cena. And it connects on the dead
Gets
man.
all of it.
And Cena's waiting for it. He's looking for the attitude adjustment. Already. Look out. He nailed him with it. Cena. 1, 2. Oh, Undertaker kicked out.
No controversy that time. Clean kick out by the dead man.
Yeah, that time.
John Cena squaring him up.
Well, he's also in the center of the ring that time. Big time. There's a short little shoulder tackle there by Undertaker. And now he goes for the cover of 1. Yeah, that time there was no ropes in sight for The Undertaker. If that was a 3 count, that obviously would have been it.
Undertaker again going for a quick follow-up pin, similar to what John Cena did last night to take the victory from him.
What a right hand by Cena to the face of The Undertaker. And now Taker
that right
sternum.
hand echoed.
He bounced off sternum first off the turnbuckle, and Cena, what in the world's he doing here? Oh, wait a minute. Undertaker reversed it. Oh, I thought Taker obviously thought better of being on the top rope. Oh, man, DDT by Cena.
We must be in Bizarro World because the fans here are chanting for John Cena. The cover, 1 count.
Well, we are in Bizarro World. It's Paris, France. They're pretty bizarre over here. They also smell bad. Oh, what an elbow
again,
there.
The baguettes, they're just delicious.
Oh, look out. Look out. Choke slam by The Undertaker. And this place is roaring now. Cena reverses Undertaker with a back body drop. Drives an elbow into the dead heart of the dead man.
As we catch the replay, the height at which The Undertaker hit before his back hit the mat. Brutal, Joe. Absolutely brutal.
What is this? There's the gut wrench that we saw the other day from John Cena. Undertaker, fireman's carry.
We thought the power of John Cena was unmatched until he stepped into the ring with the dead man. Look at this.
Wait a second. Tombstone pile driver by The
Driven
Undertaker.
down.
Is it gonna be? What in the world? John Cena kicked out. There wasn't even a 1 count. Holy shit. Snapmare by The Undertaker. John Cena just kicked out of a tombstone without 1 single count happening.
The crowd seemingly changing their minds, siding with the dead man on this one.
I have never in my life, ever in my life, seen a wrestler take a tombstone pile driver and kick out before 1.
It's never happened.
That has never
John
happened.
Cena's all about breaking records.
Well, That was incredible, I'll tell you that. And John Cena now whipping Undertaker to the buckle. And look at this, he's trying to set him up like he did earlier. It didn't work before, but will it work now? How does the Undertaker feel? What is Cena doing? Cena from the top rope with the Undertaker! Suplex!
Dear God!
He suplexed Undertaker to hell! John Cena! He's setting up for the 5-knuckle shuffle!
Fans off their feet.
And John Cena!
He does! He gets all of it again for the second time in this match. Going for the pinfall here. The ref counts 1, 2.
No, the dead man's still alive!
So close. John's arguing with the referee now. Wasting time arguing with the officials. Not a smart move. John gets the Undertaker back up to his feet here.
Tell you what, John Cena might be Superman. Incredible, though, for Undertaker to kick out of that. Now Cena again setting the Undertaker up on the top rope. Cena is relentless in this match. And now what is this? Is he going to do the... He's going to do the attitude adjustment! And he hits it! Off the second rope!
A devastating finisher from the top rope. This has to be it,
That's
Joe.
That's gotta be it! 1, 2... No, the Undertaker kicked out again, and John Cena can't freaking believe it!
Shades of his loss from last night. The Undertaker in the same position where he was pinned.
The Undertaker shoves Cena away! And look at the Undertaker! What is he doing? The Undertaker is absolutely indestructible right now. Cena!
The Undertaker, a man possessed.
Lewd Vast Press, firing right hands on the Undertaker's face.
The dead man was trying to get the fans on his side to help power his energy.
Whoa! Cena went for a running senton. Undertaker sidestepped it. And now the Undertaker looking for a choke slam. Cena reversed it. He stepped into the choke slam. That could be it. 1, 2. No, a 2 count.
Another close count. John Cena throwing everything he can at the Undertaker, whipping out everything in his entourage and repertoire yet again, but Cena just can't keep the dead man down. What does he have to do
to
get another victory over the Undertaker?
He's dragging the Undertaker to the middle of the ring here. Snaps the neck again of the Undertaker. He's in the center of the ring right now. And you're right. At this point, what do you pull out next? What do you do, an AA from the top rope? He did it from the second. Oh, man. He just stomped right on the sternum area of the Undertaker. Trying to take the legs out.
They're becoming bloodthirsty.
Undertaker with a huge clothesline on John Cena. And
he almost took his head off there, going for the cover.
This one, here we go. Could this be it after a clothesline? No, Cena kicks out. Seesaw matchup, up and down. Unbelievable power. Undertaker double axe handle down on Cena. And now Undertaker probably wondering what he's going to do next. And a couple boots there. And now he's going to step right on the arm of Cena. And now Undertaker picking up Cena. Cena
reverses it.
Going for some kind of cutter maybe. And now Cena picks up Undertaker. Oh, Michinoku driver by Cena. Michinoku driver. 1, 2. And Undertaker kicks out again.
How much punishment can one man take, Joe? This is impressive.
This is awesome. Cena now, look out. STFU.
He's got it locked in tight.
The STF by Cena.
Falling to the ropes. He's trying to escape. Can he reach?
This could be it. The Undertaker tapped out. The Undertaker tapped out. There was no ropes to grab this time. Unbelievable. There were no ropes to grab this time.
Last night's victory was not a fluke, Joe.
This was earlier when Cena had the Undertaker down. He went for this 5-knuckle shuffle. Undertaker was a mess at that point. Here's the little shimmy by Cena, and it connected.
I spoke to Cena before his match tonight, and he said that this was his game plan. He wanted to get the Undertaker to the center of the ring to tap out. This way, there could be no controversy, no pinfalls needed. He said he would get the Undertaker to utter the words, "I quit."
Look at this.
And there would be no doubt in his mind he'd be the victor.
Jake, he couldn't beat him with the 5-knuckle shuffle. He couldn't beat him with multiple attitude adjustments, one off the second rope. But it ended up being the submission maneuver, the third main move of John Cena that ended up putting away The Undertaker. He couldn't get it done. That was the attitude adjustment off the second rope. Look at this, too. And right there, Undertaker's left shoulder. But Cena was able to do it with the STF. And The Undertaker falls again to John Cena. But this time it's definitive. This time there's no controversy. This time is no question. And this time we can actually go home legitimately with a winner.
What a match. What a way to end our night in Monday Night Raw, the night after WrestleMania. I'm heading out of here myself, going to find one of those nice French girls. I hear they don't shave, Joe.
Well, that's what Vince Russo tells me. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Hey, we had a great actually had a legitimate win there instead of someone grabbing a rope and the referee not seeing it. So Cena ended up winning anyway, but at least this time he did it fair and square. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Monday Night Raw review right here. And we'll see you on Patreon and on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at RealCronin on Twitter. Thanks so much for watching WrestleMania 34. What'd you guys think? Obviously, I was a bit disappointed, but it happens. We'll see you tomorrow. To the 63,000 people that stopped in tonight throughout the night at one point or another, thank you for being here. To the thousands of people that subscribed tonight, thank you as well. And to the 55,000 subscribers of the Joe Cronin Show, for Jake DeMarco at Countdown Ended, I'm Joe Cronin. And for everybody else, good night. And let's pray and hope that WrestleMania 35 next year is better than this year's WrestleMania. Good night.